All righty, we are live. Cajun Coin Hunter here, aka Boudreaux. How y'all are today? David Carlisle, what's up? David's Adventures, which that's either DNR or a friend of DNR. One of the two. So anyway, David Carlisle, yes, I know we are late. Technical difficulties. In fact, we still got some technical difficulties. But Joe Sharp's not here yet. We just about got the OG crew in here this afternoon. Après-midi this afternoon. Andrew, yeah, you see occasion. Look, Bayou Hunter's in the chat. There's one of the OGs right there from the old time auctions, multi-channel auction. I want to see Joe Sharp in here in a minute. So, without further ado, we're going to bring up Bayou Hunter. Val. Yeah, what's up, my brother? How you been?
What's going on, Cajun? Good to see you. Hey, everybody.
Oh,
good evening, David Carlisle. Andrew. Cajun, it's good to see you, man. Thanks for throwing up a message and the invitation. It is great to be back.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Been a long time away from the YouTube myself, but it is fun. Fun to be back.
Now I got my earbuds in. I probably sound a little better. Well, welcome back. Look, Big T. I don't see that OG Fat Man Big T. There's Big T. That's another one of the OG guys in the auctions right there. Yeah, buddy. That's OG to the max there. Big T. You know, Big T, if Joe Sharp don't show up, if you want, you can get a few things together if you want and join the auction. Okay, let's see here. All right. And we got one of Val's best friends that he grew up with. Been knowing him for 30 years or something like that out west. And this is the OG Vaquero, original gangster cowboy. And he's a jewelry maker. Jewelry and precious stones and stuff like that. So
you're on mute, OG, but we'll let you get away with it. It's your first time, but you got to hit that mute button on the. You don't have to start your cam, but you got to hit that mute button and come off of mute. There you go.
Hey everyone, how are you, YouTube community? Yeah, I'm OG Vaquero, and it's great to be here. Thank you, thanks Val, and thanks Cajun. Thanks for having me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now we're gonna shoot the breeze for a little while, waiting on Joe Sharp. We're not gonna start selling right away. You know, we want to get a couple more people in here too. You know, I was going through some stuff, Val, earlier today, and I came across an envelope that had my name and your name on it.
You're kidding me.
Now, that's one of the stuff I bought in one of our auctions that I actually bid on and won. And I had to overbid a little bit to get it because somebody else wanted it.
Hey, Cajun, I think we got to. I think OG is full screen. Do we need to do something to?
No, he's not.
He's not. Okay. I was looking at the YouTube stream and it looks. All I see is his name in the center of the screen.
You must be lagging on the YouTube side. Why don't you jump into StreamYard side?
I'm lagging, I'm sure. There we go. I'm on that. Just wanted to make sure I was staying live. I have an easier time on the chat on the other side. Anyway, sorry to digress.
Oh, I got you. Hey, no, StreamYard now. If you stay in StreamYard, instead of popping out your YouTube side, StreamYard you can bring out the YouTube chat in StreamYard.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah. Let me see.
It's a new feature they got.
That is cool.
Yeah, I came across a 1876 seated Liberty quarter, Carson City.
Nice.
CC that I got from you.
Oh, nice.
Got a Trime, you know, the 3 cent silver. Flying Eagle penny. And some other stuff in there, and that's with a couple of stickers. Okay, I got a train coming in. I'm gonna have to mute me mic.
Well, I try to send you good stuff, Cajun. Always bring the good stuff.
Yeah, that is the seated Liberty quarter with that had a repair on it. Had a hole.
Oh yeah.
Somebody made a necklace with it, and somebody silver sorted the hole. Henry, how you doing, Mr. Henry Vaughn? Cat's Crazy World, Miss Mercer. I found a 1900 Indian head.
Indian head.
Indian head penny, not a wheat, not a wheat, but
1900. Yeah.
Yeah, 1900 Indian head wheat cent, but it's an Indian head penny. We know what you mean.
In the driveway on the way back from the mailbox. Well, I must have a hole in my pocket, and we must be neighbors.
Ray Paleman, what's up? My moderator brother. Okay, let's see. Henry, we got David's Adventures, which I think, I'm not sure if that's D or no. Mr. Henry.
Great to see you. Great to see
and
you.
it's going all good, Big T. In fact, my health is almost, I want to say my health's about 75%. I still got to go see my heart doctor about my feet that's been numb and tingling and feel like lightning strikes in them all the time. And they hurt. Man, they hurt. I can have my boots on, and I wear Ariats, the flat toe cowboy boot, and I can step on a water hose, water hose like to fill up a swimming pool, whatever. I can step on that with my boots on, and it hurts my feet.
Oh wow!
Yeah. So you can call me a tenderfoot, big time.
How is that related to your heart?
Neuropathy, blood flow. And the doc, I got to make another appointment. I have to cancel one. The front end fell out from underneath my Jeep, and it didn't get fixed in time. And Johnny's vehicle was out. In fact, Johnny had the Jeep, and then Missy needed it to go to bring her sister somewhere, go to her mom's, and her sister left. Her mom's, and the front end fell out on the left side. Ball joint broke is what it was. And got the parts. It's just that was that time of the year. And January, man, it was raining. We didn't see the sunshine for a month, almost. It might have peaked out for an hour one day out of the whole month. So Johnny had to work in and out of the rain. And that was something else to do that little job. So anyway, the lower control arm, upper control arm, all of that stuff, everything got changed on the driver's side.
Is that a Jeep Wrangler? What kind of Jeep is that?
Liberty.
Liberty, okay.
Liberty. The first year they made them, 02.
Nice.
02, and after that, they had the Wrangler and all that, the big boy drivetrain, okay, with the transmission, the transfer case, all that. And after that was the first year. After that, they changed it to a more slimmer design, or not slimmer design, but not as tough as the predecessor.
Yeah.
So I got the last real tough drivetrain that when they came out with the Liberty, they had it. Then they went to a newer style. So yeah, it's neuropathy. Couldn't think of the word for it. And it was one time it was from my knees on down to the end of my toes. And now it's not my legs so much. It still swell up a little bit, but not as like they used to, man. My legs been like that, and I'm dead serious too. My legs were never that big around. Okay, let's see. All right. Let's see. Vaquero, you got a few examples of what you're gonna be selling tonight, auctioning off?
Oh yeah, show and tell.
Yeah, thanks, Cajun. I sure do. I new to this online forum. Don't know if people are into what I'm into, but I figured give it a go.
That's Joe Sharp.
What's going on, guys? Sorry to interrupt. Sorry to be late.
Joe Sharp, what's up, brother?
Yeah, better late than never.
It has been a long time since I've done this, so I had to do some technical work on the computer.
You got some
You got
cameras.
you're blinking out a little bit like Max Headroom.
I know. I don't know what to do with that. I hope
It's just
is going to have seizures.
It's just the bottom of the camera doing it.
Yeah.
Your voice needs to clear up a little bit, though.
Yeah, your voice is a little muffled almost. Like you're wearing a ski mask.
Yeah.
I am not wearing a ski mask. I promise you that. Hold on. Let me mess with the settings a little bit.
All right.
Okay.
So Joe and the rest of the chat and Cajun, I'll just give you a little bit of background. So OG Vaquero is a buddy of mine I've known for like 25 years. And around the time I was getting back into coin collecting and numismatics and stacking, and he started doing metallurgy and jewelry making. He does a lot of stuff with semi-precious stones, copper and silver, and he's been working on these pieces, and he's been making some sales on his own. And I just said, hey, the YouTube community would probably appreciate your artwork, so why don't you join us and just see how things go. Put some of this stuff up. Maybe people, have some interest. So he's got a handful of things. He's showing some of that stuff to you up on the screen, and all different prices, all different stylings, all different, it's all handmade stuff that he's done or rolled out or hammered out himself. And so, I think almost all is, pretty much one of a kind pieces. And I'll let him give you the details as he puts them up, but he's doing a little show and tell to give you an idea of what he's going to be bringing to the auction tonight.
Got any silver in there?
Yes, sir. It's all silver.
Okay.
Those are probably about, they're between, depending on the size, they're 1 ounce or 2 ounce silver bangles. So if you want to stack, but you want to be taking the stuff with you and displaying some art at the same time, showing off your stack, this is a way to do it. Just put it on your wrist.
Yeah, usually these triangle bangles are usually sold and made in gauges. So this is a 1.5 gauge versus two gauge.
Beautiful, man.
And they're all hand rolled, hand hammered. So they're hard. Like I have to work them from, soft silver into hard silver. And then this is a 1 gauge. This is a heavy one.
Now,
and then
is that going to be 925 sterling, or is that 999s, or what is it?
This is 925.
Okay.
Yeah, 999s. That stuff, it's super soft.
Yeah,
but
too soft. Understood.
But for doing like bezel settings, like something like this, that's where you use the 925, and you'll be able to bend it around the stones.
Look at that turquoise, man. You hand polished that, right, from rough?
Yeah, this is actually a piece of Royston.
Okay. I don't know what that is, but you'll explain it to us.
Yeah, there's 3 states that most of the turquoise come from, and mostly Nevada, Arizona, and New Mexico. And I'm from New Mexico. And where you find turquoise, you find copper, you find silver, and you find gold. And so all these different mines have different mining claims, and these different claims are known by, whatever miner decides to name them. So the old number 8 mine is one of the earlier mines, and this is number 8 right here.
Wow.
And people say that they can recognize turquoise from just looking at it, what mine it's from, but you really can't, because as that vein goes down into the ground, that turquoise gets softer, and the harder the turquoise, the more valuable it is. And the matrix changes, like in the turquoise. Like some of these could have come out of the same mine, but people distinctively know the matrix or the pattern as, oh, that's a Royston pattern, even though it might have come out of a different mine. And the oldest mines are in New Mexico, which were owned by the Tiffany Company off of Turquoise Trail, Highway 14 in the Cerrillos area. But yeah, I just hand stamp all these. Each one of those is an individual stamp.
That's copper, correct?
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is
that's what I thought.
copper.
Okay.
So I work with copper, but it's significantly more, but I also hand stamp silver. And those are individual stamps. I'm like blind by the time I finish one of these. It takes about a week. Hence,
need a good visor. Need a good visor and a microscope for that.
Yeah. And I do a little bit of engraving and stuff like that. But I have a lot of different, copper pieces.
Wow.
I've
Look at a weave on that. Dang.
Yeah, I have 2 of these, but I have 9 of these made.
That's some awesome weaving on that thing. God.
Man, that's beautiful.
Yeah, that's rolling mills. So yeah, they're
and then are the end caps like soldered on there? Is that how?
Yep.
Wow, do that work, man. That is gorgeous.
And you can see the inside of the end caps. Let's see if I can get in there.
Yeah,
There we go.
I see them. That's really nice. You're getting a lot of compliments in the chat right now, OG, related to your work. So everybody likes it, says it's awesome, and they like what they're seeing.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, I can't see any of the. Oh, wait, maybe I can.
On StreamYard, if you look off to the right-hand side of the screen, it says private chat or comments, and then
there we go. Oh, there's everybody.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
And then here's another one. And I kind of like the tarnished look myself, but I don't know. You can buff copper out to where it's almost silver, but the longer you let it sit, it kind of gets that kind of rainbow, like pinkish. Oh man, I just love copper. It's like the only metal that's like has in it.
We call it toning.
Yeah.
In the coin community.
Yeah, I love the toning. Like, and it changes all the time. It looks different every time you put it on, is what I tell people.
Oh, look at the shells.
Oh wow.
Dolphins. Wow.
We got turtles.
Man,
sea turtle.
That is nice work, OG. That is nice work.
Hey, thanks.
Where's the crab at? Make a crab stew.
Yeah, this guy has a little bit different bend because everyone's wrist is different. So I really like hand fitting, but if people are, online, I just like to get a good idea of like what their size is and stuff. But yeah, it's fun stuff. Yeah, thanks for having me, guys. And then I sell a lot of turquoise too, so all different kinds of turquoise. And I have lots of cut stones, and I sell mostly to other jewelers, Native American jewelers.
You got a couple of questions there. Did you learn this from a master craftsman?
Well, I used to be a certified machinist in the 80s, in the late 80s, early 90s. And after working in multiple fields, trying to catch the bills, One day I went back to my first job, which was I worked for a famous artist in New Mexico, and I used my machining skills and the tools that I had around, and I've just acquired more tools. And it's just I like making, breaking, or fixing stuff. That's kind of my thing.
Well, you
Very
sure
cool.
got it down pat.
Very cool, OG.
You know,
Appreciate it.
That's a silversmith quality there. I mean, you got to be a silversmith and a coppersmith, you know, to do all that. You got some experience behind you, that's for sure.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate that. Thanks
Chief
for having me, guys.
Stacker, what's up, Chief? How you doing? I noticed you've been commenting in there too. Real nice stuff. Tim, how you doing, Tim? Space Rangers Recording Studio. Some of y'all know him as UFO, his other channel. Okay, let's see. Okay, Joe, yeah, I guess you read that private comment I put in there about you trying not to comment. I mean, you not commenting. Okay. Well, let's see who's gonna kick it off first. Let's do Value Hunter. Field Guy 316, what's up? Welcome to the auction stream. I know you strapped, Field Guy, but at least you can watch a little while.
Field guy 316. Who that?
Yeah, who that? Go Tigers. Tiger baseball took the national championship this year. Girls baseball took the national championship. The girls gymnasts, they I don't know if they took it or lost right at the last minute, but
All right, so I'm kicking off. I'm gonna let you talk, mostly Cajun, and I'm just gonna see what I got here first. All right, I'm gonna put up. I got a couple of these Mexican coins. These are 1 ounce Libertads. There is a little bit of pre-toning, milk spotting type of stuff going on. I can't tell if that's on the case that it's in or not, so I'll just go ahead and pull it out to show it off a little bit better.
oh yeah.
I got 2 of these.
What's up, Eric? EMR Coins.
Let's see if I can get
Henry
a
said,
better view.
Cajun, y'all got our quarterback, DC.
All right, let's see.
Oh yeah, for the Saints. Hey, Field Guy knows who that is. I think Deslo or Des something. Desmond Tutu or that's silver, right?
That's silver.
Yeah.
And that's a 21. And
Yeah,
right
come
next
on.
to it here, that's a 20. And the 2020, I don't know if you guys been paying attention on the Libertads, the mintages, but the mintages on these things going back to let's see, about 2000 and just before 2000. The 97, 8, and 9s, they go for a couple hundred, few $100 because they were under 100,000 of them made. But the 2000, the 96, the 95, 94, they were all in the sub 500,000 range, and they're selling at pretty good premiums, and so you still get these recent year. But I think that if you look at that standpoint of mintages, they make for a good investment idea, because over time, right, they're not making more in those years, and these have some imperfection on the as you can see on the let's see if I cover that up, you can see a little better. Just the start of toning, a lot of these look like that. They get kind of some whitish stuff going on, and milk spotting or whatever they call it, from the detergents that they use to wash the planchets with before they put them through process. But the 2020, which is this one on top here, they only minted 300,000 of them that year, and then in 01 they only did 450,000 of them. So you're going back to these mintages from the 90s and early 2000s that they've been in the millions pretty much since then, and they started in the millions with the old smaller version. So I figured I'd throw a couple of these up there. I've got We've got a few sets similar to this of the 2021s. And, you know, I don't know exactly where we are price-wise on them. I haven't looked at eBay. I know, you know, there's a premium on the Libertads, but I figured I'd throw them up there, start them out at 66 for the pair or 65 for the pair and see kind of where it goes from there. How about that, Cajun?
All right, that'll work. We started out at $65 for the 2 Libertads, and the bidding starts now. Y'all can go, go, go.
Now, am I remembering correctly, Cajun, that we do like 3 lots and then switch gears?
Right.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. So that would be 1 lot right there,
Correct.
because you got them as a pair. So that'd be 1 lot. So Sharp Eyes opened it up at 65.
Oh.
Okay, shipping. Okay, yeah.
Okay. Good question. So
Get that.
I charge $5 for under a pound, and I used to be, I think I was at 4 and 8, but they raised the shipping price. So I'm $5 under a pound. And that's first class. So it gets a tracking number, or whatever they changed it up. So whatever the post office has now, I think it's like ground first class. It has a G on it. Anyway, it's, you know, comes with a tracking number. I take PayPal only. My PayPal address is down at the bottom there. It's that Gmail, valuehunter7947 at Gmail. Yeah, shipping $5 up to a pound, all night combined shipping. So, you know, you guys, you buy more than 1 lot and it hits a pound, it'll be $10. If it's under a pound, it'll be $5. And, you know, you can buy 5 lots and they're all, if everything combines under a pound, it'd be $5. So, shipping 5, and should have disclosed that ahead of time. But anyway, that's kind of where the going rate. I'm not trying to make money on shipping. It's just simply, you know, what it costs. But if it's the $10 version, it will go what is it? First class or
Priority.
Priority, yeah. So so it gets there in 2 days or 3 days. The other stuff gets there pretty quick too. But just to let you guys know.
Yeah, even the bubble envelopes, that's still priority. It doesn't really say priority, but I sent some stuff off to a guy when we did a fundraiser not long ago for a boy's funeral, a 2-year-old guy's funeral, and it was in a big yellow bubble wrap envelope, and he wasn't far. He's in Texas. It could have got to him the next day, but he got it not the next day, but the next morning he got it. It's called Ground Advantage now. The new parcel and
That's right.
First class, they call it Ground Advantage. But when you go over a pound, it's going in a small flat rate box, so that's priority. You know, it's still a priority. When I print my envelopes through Fireship, it says priority on the label. So they get it within 3 days anywhere in the country almost. So okay, Chief Stacker. Yeah, he's got to go find his wallet. What's up, guys? Playing with tools? How you doing, Bill? Okay, we got Joe Sharp at $65. We're gonna wait on Chief Stacker to come back with his wad of cash. Probably have to get him some more coffee.
Yeah, so these are the low mintage years. I think they did 450. I think it went 300 and then 450 and then 500. I don't have the number on 22, but I think it was 500 last year. And they haven't, you know, they don't come out for the year. The Libertads are weird because they won't put them out. You start seeing them hit certain places in, you know, kind of September, October, because they've been minted, but they're not really being broadly distributed. November is usually when they ship them to the dealers, and that is when, you know, then you got to wait until, you know, usually January before you see the mintage numbers published. So the printout I have doesn't have the 02 on there. I printed it prior to January, I think, but they had come out with the 21 and the 20 numbers, and they were 300,000 and 350,000 for those 2 years. So good low number mintage in case you're building a Levertad book or something like that. These end up, you hold on to them for a couple of years. I mean, I was looking at the ones that are in this mintage range, and they're double or triple the the price that I'm putting them up for here. So that these aren't there yet, but they'll get there. I think last time I checked eBay, it was earlier in the year, but they're probably $40 to $50 a coin. So good deal. Good deal here.
Don't forget my wallet. Oh, I know where it's at, Andrew. And there's my honey, Miss Missy Luquette. Miss Missy is in the house. She's got the night off from cooking since we're doing this. And it's hot outside. And once you fire a gas stove up, that turns into a heater in the house. But it's not too bad right now, though. Well, because we're not cooking neither. We're just going to eat light tonight. We're going to sandwich it. Instead of making all that beating up the pots on the stove noise. Okay, we got Joe Sharp at 65. We're looking for 70.
I'm okay counting it down. It's all good.
Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna go in once, and I'm gonna do it in chat. Twice. 3 times. 3, 2, 1. Sold, Joe Sharp.
Congrats, Joe.
Okay, now I feel bad.
You feel bad?
That's too good of a deal.
Oh, don't feel bad, man. It's okay. You deserve it. I know how you feel. Sometimes you're like, I'm stealing these things, but that's the idea, right? We take care of each other, so it's all good, man. I'm happy to see them go to you. I got them in these capsules too, so they'll go to you in that. Okay. And I will mark these down with your name, and I'm going to just move on to the next lot here, okay?
Let me jump in real quick and ask you though, do I still sound like crap?
Yeah.
Yeah. I might just pop off the stream then. I don't want to bug anybody with my poor
No,
sound.
actually we can understand you.
We can hear you, Joe. It's just a little muffled, but we can hear you.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we understand every word you say.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll hang on then and do my best.
You're not getting away that easy.
You don't have a choice of microphones when you go into settings?
At this point I only have my scope and I have this crappy webcam because I gave my daughter my good one, so I've got to get a new webcam with a new mic. So that's on my list.
Okay. Are you on a laptop or a desktop?
Oh, I'm on my desktop.
Oh, okay. Because the laptops they have a decent microphone in them. I'm on a laptop microphone. Phil guy said sold for a 6-pack of beer and some Twinkies.
That's about right.
Yeah, everything's going up. Okay, what you got next, Val?
Okay. Let's see here. I got a bunch of things. I think what I'll do, I'm just gonna put up a little date run. Let me make sure on the weight so that nobody has a shocker. Let's see here. Yeah, so this is going to be, the shipping, this is going to have to go in a first class based on weight, okay? But I have a 68 proof set. That's got a 40% silver half. 69 proof set also has a 40% silver half. 70 proof set, also with the key date 40% silver half. And then the clad 71 and the clad 72. So these are 5-year proof sets, and we'll start them at $5, buck each, and go.
A buck each? Wow. Okay, so you're selling that whole lot. And
Yeah,
starting bid is $5. Okay. All right.
Yep, we're starting at $5. That one's got some nice cameo on the 68. You can on the half, and that's a 40%. It's a pretty nice cameo, actually.
Yeah, and then actually that was the first year of the San Francisco proofs. Matter of fact,
if I wasn't selling this, I would probably bust that out and ship it to NGC, because that looks cameo to me. If you look at
it does.
You got to look at the back and the front to get a cameo designation or deep cameo. That one is pretty blaze white, and the front of it is the same way. So that is a good. Let's see if I can get a better view here.
That's cameo all the way for sure.
Yeah, you can kind of see it from that angle. It's nice. It's nice. So that's the 68. It's got that cameo.
For those that don't know what cameo is, that's the silver's mirror light, which is supposed to be on a proof, but the reliefs, the head and the eagle are all frosted.
This one's got some, I don't know if that's inside there or not. It looks like it's inside on the coin. So that half's got some damage on that 69, environmental damage, it looks like. I don't know if that's mildew or what that is. That one looks pretty cameo too. You might be able to get a conservation on that, but I will let the buyer do that. That's a good cameo half too.
Might be on the case itself instead of on the coin.
Well, it looks like it's on the coin, Cajun, to me. So I'm just gonna say that that's what it is, but I bet you they can get that with conservation service if you graded it, or somebody could do it themselves. So that's the 69. Let's see what the 70 looks like.
6 inches of reflection required for deep mirror proof light. Yeah, that's on Morgan dollars there.
So that's a cameo half again. Look at that. I mean,
I would agree.
I'm saying cameo, but I mean, it is like his head and all the lettering is white, just white. And now it depends on the back. That does look pretty contrasted there, the white to the black background. When you get it at the right angle. So really nice halves. On the 40%ers, really nice halves. The 69 does need some conservation work or has some, environmental issue, but they're all cameo. We'll look at the 71 and 72. It looks like we had $5 from David, $6 from Joe. There's some toning on these.
$10 from David Carlisle. Yeah, you see that one's not cameo there. Y'all can tell the difference on that one.
Yeah, it's mirrored instead of white, right? When you look at his face.
Right.
Yeah,
correct. Lady Spitfire, hello.
These have like a circular, milky or moonish kind of toning or haze around them. And there is a little color to that, actually. There's some blues and stuff in that toning, but it is, again, that's the 71.
Actually,
no silver in there. No silver at all. Those are clad. And then here's the 72. 72 back to cameo again.
Yep.
And maybe the other coins too. The
nickel.
Yep, the nickel and the dime and the quarter.
Yep, dime. Yep, dime. Yep, David's not here everywhere. All right, we got David Carlisle at $10. Anybody for $11?
These are all almost all. The cent is questionable. I would say the other 4 coins are definitely cameo. The cent on the front doesn't have the same. A little bit. I don't know. Questionable, but really nice set on that 72. All clad, but again, a few collectors out there. So that one's a $10 shipping lot, but it is, $2 a set. I mean, I'll tell you, I think there's 2 and a half for $3 of silver just in the halves. So you got $6 in silver melt value there. Anyway. Oh, what year on the no FG, Henry? What am I looking at here? 60.
No, 72.
72. Let's see.
It had a FG. I saw it.
You did, okay.
Hello, Anna. I'm crazy. How you doing? All right, we got David Carlisle at $10. Yep, and I have all those also. I don't have the cameo ones, I don't think. I was looking at what was it, a 1970 proof set, I think it was.
Wow.
And I was looking at the nickel in there, and those nickel proofs are just awesome.
Yeah, they are cool. Beautiful.
Okay, and Henry means 72 for the date.
Yeah. Henry Von Mega coming in with a big bid at 72.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Thanks for reminding me the date. I was like, which year is that again? The no FG.
Same as you, Miss Anna. Same as you.
All right, we can count it down if you want, Cajun.
Okay, David Carlisle at $10. That's going to be going once. Twice. Three times.
Hi, Miss Anna.
Three.
See on Lady Splitfire. Hello,
Two.
hello.
One. Stole to David.
Awesome. Congratulations, David. Thank you. Appreciate the bids. To you and Joe both.
You got a good deal on that, David Carlisle.
Yes, sir.
And Field Guy could have afforded that.
All right. This is a circulated set, but it is complete. It is complete. And I haven't looked. I'll look and tell you if there is a. Well, I'll zoom in on my other camera on this one, but this is a wartime silver nickel set, 42 to 45. There's 11 of them in there.
Old Capital holder too.
Yeah, old one. It needs a. I may have an extra screw. I'll see if I can find one. But
Yeah, David, on that one, yeah. So you set now, David. If you buy anything else, you don't have to pay no more shipping. You're good to go.
Yep. Yeah, so they're like 17 ounces, David. I can send them to you probably for the lower shipping if I took the boxes off. Because they're 17 ounces, so that's a set of war nickels.
JWC Tech, what's up, mon ami?
And the holder.
That's the complete set of silver war nickels also.
Yeah, let's take a look. Let me see if I can switch cameras and take a look at the 43 just to make sure we don't have a 3/2. Where's my other camera here? Make sure I got the right 43P is the top right corner there. I don't know if that's going to work.
Oh, wow, Lady Spitfire, that's cool. Yeah, I used to see those machines that would have the coins in the little bubble, the little plastic bubbles. We used to have those in my town. I'd spend every quarter I had to get old coins. Got some pretty good ones when I was a kid, 8 years old, 7, 8 years old.
Trying to fix it here. Camera's out of focus. Hold on. Yeah, there's no hook on that 3. But it's a nice looking set. $20 starting bid for the set of war nickels.
$20 starting bid.
These are 35% silver.
many coins in that whole set? I forget how many.
11.
11?
I'll switch the other camera. I'll do that when I'm off screen. Yeah, 11 of them. You've got the there's a P and D for
Yeah.
the 1942 had only a P and D. There was no S.
No, it was
Or was there?
a P and S, but no D in 42. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, this one.
In 42 is P and S because in the middle of the country, Denver was out of the equation in 42. They did make a 42 Denver, but it wasn't silver. I'll
Well, I
confirm
may have
that.
to find another. This one doesn't have a. So that's the 42D, but it doesn't have the. That's the
The
42.
D.
That's the clad D.
Okay, yeah, 42 Philly and San Francisco.
Yeah. So I think there's 11 coins in this set. I'm trying to figure out which one they might be missing, and I'll fill that gap. So you have all the 42s, 3s, 4s, 5s. I'm sure I've got one.
They did make a 42 Denver and a D over D, a Denver over Denver, but that wasn't silver.
I'll tell you what, this 44D is in really nice shape. Like it's got all the steps there and everything.
Mountain of Coin Accord. What's up, mon ami? How you doing, Dean?
Get this on the other camera. I'm going to try this by hand. Really hard to do it this way, but try this by hand.
Yeah, Joe Sharp's got a good comment up there. If anybody's looking for anything, era coins, brilliant uncirculated, cents, silver spoon, Civil War token, let him know. Miss Paula Bloom, how you doing? She says, Val, I missed your face.
Hey, Miss Paula, how are you doing? Good to see you.
What the steps look like on that one?
I'm trying to get that to.
You know, those were silver, so steps didn't come out good anyway, even in BU.
Yeah, I can't seem to get my cameras to do much.
No, it's the right way.
It's optical.
Yeah, optical illusion.
Anywho, I'll go back to the main picture because I can't seem to get this camera working right tonight. Paula, Miss Paula, great to see you. It has been way too long. I have popped in a couple of times on streams and not commented because I was driving or doing something, but it's great when you have your friends from the community that pop in and say hello and you haven't seen them forever. Put a smile on your face. It's good to see everybody tonight. David and Joe and Cajun, thanks for having us in. Lady Spitfire, everybody. Let's see.
Way too
chat.
long.
Great to see y'all.
Okay, if we don't have any interest in those war nickels, we're going to go ahead and close that one off.
Yeah, you want to? Did I start the price too high? Joe Sharp said he'd give me $20 for it.
Oh, did he? Oh, I didn't see it. I didn't see it in there.
I think.
Yeah, he said my bid was 20.
Okay. Yeah, Joe. Sorry, I missed it.
Oh yeah, it's right underneath. It popped up first. I mean, the first thing and I didn't see it. I missed it. Okay. Well,
You count it down. That's the third lot for me for now, and yeah.
okay. All right, we're gonna go ahead and
Joe's maximizing his shipping dollars tonight.
we're gonna go ahead and do this one real quick then.
By the way, Joe, you're still under on $5 shipping, including this and the 2 Libertads. So you're good to go still on the $5 shipping.
And 1 and Sold to Joe.
Congrats, Joe. Thank you. Yeah, buying mode is good, man. And I'll pass it over to somebody, Cajun. But thank you. I'll be back with some more lots.
Okay, I'll tell you what. Let's go with the OG Cowboy Vaquero.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Your buddy, and see what he's got. See
Now,
what a silver.
It's his first time ever doing this, folks. So bear with him and show him some love.
Hey guys, how are you? Am I coming
Great.
through okay? The feed sounds like it's breaking up on your side, but
Loud and clear.
All righty. Well, shoot, yeah, I'm OG Vaquero, and I do jewelry. I do jewelry out of precious metals, and I was invited by some of the fellows here to show what I have, and so I'll just this is a copper cuff. It is approximately 3/4. Oh, there we go. 3/4 of an inch wide. And I want to start the bidding off on these at $10.
Hey, OG, I just want to jump in and say I will invoice anybody that buys anything tonight. So just wait for an invoice from me. And that way I get your shipping automatically on PayPal. I do PayPal. And my friend OG here also does PayPal. And so I'll walk him through setting up some invoices as well. So you get an invoice either way. And that was all I'm jumping in to say. I won't step on your toes anymore. Except
you're good. You're good. I'm new with this technology thing. I'm always in my shop just using tools, so I can use all the help I can get. But
yeah, Miss Paula, you heard right. Jewelry. He's got some silver jewelry too.
Yeah, I'll do a little copper first. So these are copper, hand hammered, so they're hard. They aren't all they aren't really soft, so they're very springy. And they snap like right into shape. So they aren't really soft copper. They've been work hardened. And I believe I have 9 of these made. Here's one after it's been seasoned, or shoot, Cajun. I can't remember what you called it in the
toned.
Side.
Toned. Yeah, like silver spoons, people call it tarnish, and silver coins, we call it toning.
All right. Well, it's somewhere there in the middle. I don't know. I guess you could eat off of them if you wanted to. But yeah, I've got these guys. Yeah, starting at 10. Like usually I get about 30 for these when I go to jewelry shows. So that's kind of usually what I get, but I'm new to this and I want to see how the online thing works here. So I have a few of these. Should I move on to the next thing, or should I just keep holding these up?
Yeah, we'll just hold them up for another minute or so. I see a lot of people saying pretty and nice. Love me some copper. Paula Bloom's got a $10 bid in.
All right. Yep.
Yeah.
And, my shipping, I do $5 if it's under a pound as well. Same as Val.
So we got anybody looking at chat? Okay.
Yeah, I just announced it. I announced it before I saw the comment come up.
David, I have your email. Thank you.
Paula's gonna steal that for $10.
It's beautiful.
$30 cuff. $30 cuff for $10. Yeah, she's gonna take that one. It's gonna be sent to her. Okay.
Right. Like I said, I have 9 of these. So if someone decides they want one,
yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Anyone
goods and services go with you.
Yeah.
OG.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
He's the same as me, Cajun, and I'll walk him through and help him invoice just like my stuff, so that he's able to do that because this is his first stream where he's selling anything.
Okay. All right. Once is going once. And twice. And then we're going to go 3, 2, 1. Sold to Miss Paula.
Thank you, Miss Paula.
Congrats, Paula. That's a beautiful piece from a friend of mine that I've known for 25 years or more. So you got yourself a kind of a Val special on that one, even though it's an OG Vaquero piece, handmade cuff. Beautiful.
All right, I figure I'll stick with the copper for these 3 and then do silver on the next 3. So next one is a braided copper.
Invoice, Miss Paula.
Invoice, yep. If you want to email him at that Gmail address, then he can he'll get you an invoice later tonight or tomorrow for it. And up to a pound will be $5 for shipping, and it'll be 10 and first class above that.
Well, I like that weave on there.
It was beautiful.
Yeah, so this cuff is little over, what is that? 1 1/4.
It's in 5/16. It's in 3/8 right at. It's in 5.
There we go. Thanks. That's funny. I even have my readers on. And I couldn't even read that.
I just know my measurements like that by the lines. I know that's a machine skill, so it gets down to the 64.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
How much you starting this one out at, OG?
I'm going to start this one out at 30.
Very cool. Beautiful weave. I'll give you a 30 start.
There you go. Yeah, a lot of times I'll put a stone on. Put a stone on something like this. You know, but this guy is. It was just turned out so well. I just thought, you know what? I'll just let this one go like this. I'll make some more.
Yeah.
I cut the copper. I roll it through rolling mills. Weave it. Solder it. Roll it again. Polish it.
Gorgeous.
Man, that is nice. I don't know how he weaves it like that to bend it straight like that, you know. Oh, man. And it's all even. Everything's in uniform, symmetrical.
Trust me, I have a lot of these that are not.
Yeah.
In my scrap batch.
I used to wear something like, you know, the old sweatbands years ago when I was a teenager. You know, the tennis player style sweatband. But that's something way better there, man. All right, Value Hunter, we got a bid for $30. Looking for 32.
Yeah, that is beautiful.
Yeah, and from what I understand, copper is good for the circulation. I've always been a copper guy. I've been working with copper on and off for 37 years since I started in New Mexico, working for a famous artist down there as a kid. He's in his late 70s now. We used to do a lot of electroplating and do huge murals, big seals at like the county building at the city. And he's the one that really turned me on to copper and the healing benefits of it.
My uncle, my dad's brother, used to wear copper bracelets for arthritis.
Yeah.
and he never complained. He had a little bit of arthritis. He started wearing copper, and he never complained a year after that. He never did.
Yeah, I notice I don't get sick if I wear copper or silver. I don't seem to catch what everyone else has. You know, when my kids get sick, I don't seem to catch it. But whenever I'm not wearing like one of my cuffs or a ring or something, it catches me.
Right. If you, like in the wintertime, fall and winter, take an onion, cut it in half, put an onion on your kitchen table in a saucer, put one in your bedroom, the other half on a saucer in your bedroom. The onion will attract the bacteria, the harmful bacteria, and soak it in the onion. After a few days, the onion will turn black. You throw it away, cut you a fresh onion. You never catch the flu in a cold like that.
Oh, I like that. I love onions.
Okay, we're going to start counting this one down. It's going once. And we got Value Hunter at $30. And we're going twice. And then we're going to do 3, 2, 1. So, the Value Hunter.
Thank you, Value
Cool,
Hunter.
cool. Yes, sir. Thank you, OG. Appreciate it.
All right. Which one's next? I think I'm gonna have to do my hummingbird.
Hummingbird.
So this is a hummingbird cuff.
Oh, wow.
And it's kind of got the, I don't know if the kids call it jet fuel kind of look. But
The toning.
yeah, it's got the toning. It kind of has that rainbow, which I'll reveal a little secret. That's done with the torch to get those different colors. And let's see, this guy's pretty heavy. Let me see. This is a lot heavier than the other ones. In ounces, this is 2.571 ounces.
That's a nice work on there. Hummingbird.
And then I'll do it in grams. In grams, this is 72.89 grams.
Okay, what's your opening bid on that?
Opening bid on this is 75. And then $5 shipping. I actually have, nope, I have 2 of the other ones I've made. I only have 1 of this one. I got the Thunderbird stamps. So these are hand stamped. All these stamps are hand stamped. And then the whole design, this is a rolling plate that I put in a hydraulic roller. And so I anneal the copper and soften it. And then the plates are hand engraved. So I can make multiple of the same design. But you can use the plates about 100 times until they wear out. They bend from the rolling. And once they bend too many times, they break, and they're made out of high-tempered steel, but slightly softer than the steel rollers.
The Thunderbird, that's the Indians. Isn't that the Phoenix also?
Yep. Yep, it sure is.
Some people have a different take on that. They say the Thunderbirds Not the same as the Phoenix, but the Indians say the Thunderbird's the same as Phoenix, and that's the way I've always heard it.
Yeah, that's kind of what I believe too. You know, everyone has their own opinion, and that's what's great about life. When I run across people that you know, think the way they think, I just roll with it. I just let them.
Yeah, well, you see the Thunderbird. I mean, that's the Indian's description of the Phoenix is that symbol. That's the Indian depiction of the Phoenix, and they just call it the Thunderbird because you know it's a huge bird and makes noise, which I mean it doesn't in reality. You know, it's thunder, and they also call it the Thunderbird. They also call it the Thunderbird, but yeah, it's a Thunderbird and or Phoenix. Okay, I have to step away for a sec. And I'll shall return.
Yeah, and then this cuff is chamfered. I don't know if you can tell, but it's chamfered in on the sides, so it isn't a straight cuff. Like this is a straight cuff. This one's chamfered, so you can kind of see the difference right there. Straight cuff, and then this one's chamfered. So these stamps, I either get these stamps from a place in New Mexico where I grew up, from my buddy who makes them, or I make my own as I'm a tool and die maker. So some of the stamps I make on my own, and then some of them I buy or I trade from other artists. And we usually swap, you know, when we go down to the gem shows. We like trading more than we like exchanging money with each other. Because there's no greater compliment than when another artist wants to wear a piece of your jewelry. So I collect other artists' jewelry as well. Especially the things that I cannot figure out how to make, and I stare at them long enough until I figure it out.
Okay, I'm back. All right, if we don't have any interest in it, we're going to go ahead and close this one off. And we're going to do a little short version of it. 3, 2, 1. Close. All right, appreciate you coming up there, OG.
Thank you.
Uh-oh, and we lost Joe. We lost Joe Sharp. Lost connections, I guess. We're going to wait. We're going to wait a minute for Joe to pop back up. We just lost him.
How y'all are? We're waiting on Joe Sharp, yeah?
I didn't hear you, Val.
I said we're waiting on Joe Sharp, right?
Just for another minute or so.
Yeah. That was a beautiful cuff, OG.
Yeah, what we'll do, we'll go to you, and then
Thanks, Val.
and when Joe comes back in after your lot, they will get him up there, and then we'll jump back to Vaquero.
Yep.
To the cowboy.
So you've been outside of, we haven't done a coin stream in a long time. I mean, the last one I was on with you was November of 21. Just to let you know. I mean, it's been over a year and a half, Cajun. So
yeah, it's going on for 2 years. Yeah.
Going on 2 years. So what have you been up to? I know you've been putting some cooking stuff on. I know you had your health issues and came out of that. That's around the last time we were chatting in any kind of, you know, detail or length. And then you've been back home and you've been I know you got the some of the guys from the diesel shops and stuff, and been popping in here and there and watching while I've been on the road. But what all's been going on in your world?
Well, yeah, I had that one setback. Well, actually two, but I had that one in March of what was it? March of 20? No, 21. I want to say when did Hong Kong Fooey hit? Because we shut down in May.
Yeah, March of 2020.
Okay, it was and Joe's back. March. It hit us in May of 2020, and in March of 21, I want to say is when I did a month in the hospital, and then last September, 8 or 9 months ago, another almost month in the hospital for gallbladder and pancreas. So that took me out of action for a while, and that's what I'm still recovering from now, especially with that neuropathy in my lower legs and feet. All right, welcome back, Joe.
Thank you, thank you. Sorry, I don't know what happened there. I was trying to fix something and it kicked me out.
Okay, what you gonna start us out with? I see you got an assortment up there.
I have no idea what anybody wants. And honestly, I don't want to just throw something up, but I will. But, you know, if anybody's interested, I've got some 10 karat gold right here. I've got a lot of early cents. I've got a Civil War token. I've got sterling silver spoons. I got a high heel shoe.
I'm a glass slipper.
Oh, that's cool. Where's Cinderella? Cinderella in the chat?
I don't know if she'll fit in this, but I'm like, whatever's on my desk, I'm throwing on here. I don't know. I got rolls of Lincoln Cents. I haven't opened this up. 1964. I haven't searched it. I don't know. If anybody's interested in any of these things, I've got 1919 S Lincoln Cent with unicorn horn. Oh heck, I've got
Oh, it's a unicorn like really okay.
Yeah. I've got a whole book of Lincoln Cents.
Ooh, nice.
Lots of BU. I mean, these are high quality.
Oh, it's all the 40s, 50s, and 60s.
Yeah, it's from 1941. I've got one RPM 017 on the 1951S.
Oh, I see the Wheaties in there.
Well, now that you mention that, I also have another book from 1909 to 1940. Now it's not complete, but I do have a nice 1909 BDB in there. And some other quality coins. So I do not know what people are interested in. I'm just going to pick if nobody says something in a minute. Val, do you recognize these?
Oh, yes.
I don't know why they're on my desk.
What year are those?
All right, so one is silver. Point, if I remember right, I think it's 0.65. It's the 1975 5 Deutschmark.
75.
1975. What does it say? Denkmal Schulitzer.
Hold on a
Means
second. I'm pulling up my list.
Okay.
75. Is that Friedrich Ebert or Schweitzer or the European Monument Protection?
It's a European monument. That's it. That's what that means.
Okay.
It's a European
Okay.
right here.
And then what's the other one? What year's the other one?
The other one is from 1979. And if I remember right, this is clad in some kind of nickel. It's got a beautiful.
Is that Otto Hahn? Is that Otto Hahn?
What's it say? It says Bundesrepublik Deutschland Deutschmark. It is the Archaeologist Institute.
German Archaeologist Institute. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's another one that came out that same year. It's Cupro nickel with Otto Hahn on it, 5 Deutschmark. And then the same year they had that silver one, that 65. That's the German Archaeological Institute. The 75, they had about, they had like 3 or 4 that came out that year. The Monument Protection, then there was Albert Schweitzer and Friedrich Ebert. It's fun to get the whole set. I've got myself pretty close. I'm missing a few years. I have both of these, but they are nice. And these are both silver, both these that you're showing.
Oh, really? I thought this 79 was not.
That one is. They made 2. One was Cupro nickel and one was silver. That particular one is the silver version.
Nice.
So yeah, so 79 they had they put out the 100th birthday anniversary of Otto Hahn, and that was the Cupro nickel. And then they had the 150th anniversary of the German Archaeological Institute. That's 5 Deutschmark, and it's silver.
That's what that is.
Yeah.
Very cool.
All right, once you throw that one, you gonna throw both of them up at the same time or just one?
Now, hold on. Let me change my camera here to what I'm going to put on. Well, actually, hold on.
Oh, okay.
Let's change it. I'm going to go to the scope here.
Georgianne Rose, welcome to the auction stream. Georgianne Rose, you have a competitor. Georgianne Rose is a jewelry maker herself.
Notice anything about this?
Nice to meet you, Georgianne.
And there's a jewelry maker in here also. Georgianne, 1957 Wheatie with a.
Yeah, look at that.
What they call that? There's the bar or.
My error.
Chuck Daughtry's got a word for that.
It's just a cud, well, not a cud. It's die chip, right? That happened in between the E and the E. It kind of looks like another I in there.
Yeah. I don't know if they call that the bar I or bar L.
Good question. But it's a nice BU 1957. Okay, this is what I'm going to throw up. Right here is it is a service pin from General Motors in 10 karat gold. I believe these are real gems. I don't really know exactly what they are. But the service pin weighs a total of 2 grams, 2.04 grams. I'm estimating, if you remove the stone, I'm estimating like 1.7 gram gold. And what is gold price for 10 karat gold? I think 10 karat gold per gram is about $26 per gram. So what do you have? Let me grab a calculator. 1.7 times.
Okay, StreamYard kicked me out.
So you're looking at $44 worth of gold, plus these gems. How about I start out bidding at $30? Anybody interested in this service pin?
You said $30?
Yeah, I'm thinking 30. If nobody wants it, that's fine. I'll keep it. I've been thinking about doing some melting
Okay, you said that was gold.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, white gold or
10 karat white gold. I can
okay,
type it in.
white gold. Okay, all right.
Karat white gold plus whatever these gemstones are.
All right, $30 starting bid. Let's go.
So what you have is one, I'm thinking it's 2.04 gram total. I'm estimating probably a low estimate, 1.7 gram gold. And if 30 is too high, make me an offer if you're interested. Let's keep it up for, I don't know, what do you think? I don't want to waste too much time if no one's interested. But you have to work for GM for a long time to get this. Here. I'll just put it right smack dab right there. So I don't know. What have you guys been doing in life for the last year or so? I'll tell you,
Working.
working. Exactly. What have you been doing, Val? Same thing?
Yeah, communications business has been busy, working on companies and helping them out, small companies and public stuff. And then been doing some stuff with a friend of mine in Vancouver that's into the same, in business with him, but he does all metals and mining companies, which is kind of cool. Gold and silver. We love that stuff. So it's fun to see it before it gets pulled out of the ground, and what these guys go through. And then, just, raising I tell you the truth, the last year, Joe, been raising a family. I am officially, as of this month, an empty nester.
Are you kidding?
Yeah, empty
No,
nester.
you're way too young for that. What did you do? Kick your
Thank you.
10-year-old out of the house?
Yeah, I used to work with a guy. He's like, he would tell people that they sounded really young. If he was on the phone with them, what have you been doing? Drinking the wife's oil of Olay? So I guess that's a little bit of that going on. But yeah, our youngest graduated high school. He's headed off to college next month, and my middle daughter got married in May and off to school. My oldest graduated his undergrad, as did his wife. They got married a year ago. So in the last 13 months, I've had 2 kids married, 4 graduations, really, including the in-laws. So it's just been wild ride, man. But we're on the other side of it now, getting ready to roll up our sleeves for the next chapter in life.
That's fantastic to hear, brother. That's awesome. It's funny, I try not to think negatively, but when you're halfway through, and you got one that's like 10 going on their teens, and you're like, when is this sentence over?
Oh man, you got all the good stuff ahead of you, Joe. I mean, when they're young, it's fun, and you soak up. But man, there's a lot of good stuff coming.
No, I believe it. No, she's awesome. I spend every waking moment I can with her. But what I started doing 2.5 years ago is teaching. Teaching. So
what grade level or what college?
No, I started teaching 2nd grade. And,
awesome.
It's at an inner city school, and it's been pretty phenomenal. But it's rough when you teach the little ones and then you come home to a little one.
Well, you got to jump back on YouTube to get some adult time, huh?
Yeah, pretty much. Well, I haven't been on YouTube.
I know. I've been in the same boat, man. You and me both.
It's rough. It's like during COVID, the government shut me down. I couldn't show houses. I couldn't do anything. So it was fine. I could sit here at my desk. I can fiddle with the technology. Let's close it out, Cajun. I don't think
Okay.
there's any interest.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and close it off. We'll start counting it down. 3, 2, 1.
So have you been collecting, or have you geared back from your own collecting and stuff like that, Joe?
What a good question. Yeah, I started treasure hunting the urban way. I go to estate sales. I pick stuff up like this.
Yeah.
All this is sterling silver.
Cool.
So I pick that up as cheaply as I can. But my collecting, I gotta tell you, it stopped except for the pennies, the Lincoln cents.
Just Lincoln cents.
Just Lincoln cents. I mean, I still have my silver, and I've been trying to collect my gold, so I can start to melt.
You want to start doing what? Melting?
Yeah, I want to start melting.
Melting to pour or just to stack?
Just
Jeez.
to melt.
Man, you can make some nice rings with those spoons.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. Just drop them, I guess.
All sterling, huh? Those spoons?
The spoons are all sterling here. Yeah,
Oh, that's cool.
yeah, it's a nice little stack. And then I'll pick up like wayward pieces like this. There are 3 9s. Just kind of stockpiling, because I would like to do some pouring, and I got some ideas. So the gold is also going to be part of that. In fact, I got some plan to try to refine the gold off of plates, which is probably a waste of time.
Like China?
Yeah, you go to these thrift stores, and they have like a full set of china that has like 18, 21, sometimes 23 karat gold painted on there. Now, I know it's very nominal. I mean, it's a very small amount of gold, but you can dissolve that and bring it back in solution. So that's kind of like my big plan. It was my big plan for this summer, but then I ended up having to train pretty much for a month straight for school. So any interested? Hey, let's throw this Civil War token up here. Why not? The Civil War token. It's a store card from Ohio. Robert Wright. I'll type it in, Cajun.
Okay.
I don't think anybody's buying, but let's see here. This is from Cincinnati. I was going to throw this up on eBay, so I go throw it up here.
You doing eBay sales?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
it's 1862. Let me put it on the scope. I don't like eBay, of course, but it's a really, really big population.
Yeah.
Buyers. Let's throw this up. Get the zoom in. If you guys don't know about Civil War tokens, there was a lot of hoarding that went on back then, similar to what happened with COVID. And people would hoard their gold, of course, their silver, of course, and their copper even. It was so much so that there was hardly any change that could go around. So the stores started to take it upon themselves to make their own out of bullion. Oh, let me see. And this is one example. There's 3 different kinds of these. Before I lose my train of thought here. There are, if anybody's interested, store cards, which is what this is, reference to the business. There are tokens that come from, those are very rare. They come from like usually an army unit. So this is Robert Wright Dry Goods, 397 Centennial Avenue.
Man, starting bid $20 on that Civil War token.
Really had really good condition. Rim is totally intact.
In fact, yeah, a lot of people buried their money in the Civil War because both sides, they would pillage your house, and take your money.
Mm-hmm.
And this one guy, I don't know if anybody's heard about it. This one guy in his cornfield, he dug up 700 plus gold coins and a couple few silver coins. Most of it was gold.
That was recently. Wasn't that in Kentucky or Tennessee?
Kentucky.
Yeah, Kentucky. Oh,
Yeah,
can you
they call
imagine
it
that?
the Kentucky Cornfield Hoard.
Can you imagine that?
And there's a few $10 or $20 pieces in there that are 6 figures, a couple $100,000.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And there was a bunch of them. Over 700 coins. Like it was over 700 gold coins, and there wasn't many silver coins.
Hey, Monkey King Metals, what donation methods? Well,
Oh yeah, your PayPal.
yeah, except PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, I mean, whatever your preferred method is.
Once you type that into your in the chat. How you doing, Monkey King Metals? Welcome to the auction street. Georgianne Rose for $25 bid.
Thank you, Georgianne. Yeah, this is a really nice piece of history right here. This is I forget what number it is. Oh, it's written on the card right here. Hold on. Should be 165-BS-3A. Now, I tried to, honestly, I tried to collect these Civil War tokens. I'm a big fan of that history. But it's just too much. It just gets to a point where you're collecting too much and you have to put your foot down and say, okay, I'm not, I gotta focus on one thing, So that's why I'm letting these go.
Joe, won't you edit your name at the bottom, put your PayPal in it instead of desktop cam? Put your PayPal address in there.
That's a good idea.
Remember how to do it?
No, but I'll figure it out.
In your little box in the bottom, you'll see 3 dots by your microphone. Click on that and it'll say edit name.
I got it.
I gotta get me a lemonade.
So, okay. This is like Dan Rose is the one who's interested, and I want her to have it. So let's count it down. And thank you, Big Ambo. Very sweet of you. And again, anybody who's listening, honestly, I've got a lot of stuff that I could throw out, and I'm just kind of throwing out random pieces that are around here. If there's something that you're interested in, something that you've been looking for, maybe I have it. Just say it in the chat. Doesn't hurt. Maybe it's a slab coin. Maybe it's a spoon. Now my daughter collects spoons, by the way. She found that set and kind of went nuts. Maybe it's a roll of 40% halves. Maybe it's a roll of 90% halves from 1917B. I don't know. You got to tell me. Okay, going once.
Okay, Georgian Roses at 25. If we don't have any other interest in it, no more bids, we're going to start counting it down. Once, twice, and 3, 2, 1, and sold to Miss Georgianne.
Congratulations. Georgianne, I don't have your contact info, so please email me at sharpeyeforcoins@gmail.com. And once I have that, then I can send you an invoice. If you could in an email tell me what your shipping information is, and I'm not going to charge you shipping. Free shipping for you.
Yeah, his email is sharpeye4coins@gmail.com. And he's going to invoice you on that, Miss Georgianne. That's your PayPal address. I mean, yeah, PayPal
It is.
address too, right? Yeah.
My email.
It's right at the bottom of his screen, Miss Georgianne. Bottom left of the screen.
Let me write it down.
Sharpeye4 coins.
And congratulations again. I gotta make a note. Man, I am so out of practice. I used to have everything together with a little notepad, sticky notes, you name it. Now it's just a mess. Okay, so you'll like it, Georgianne. All right, so one more.
Yep, one more. You be your third lot.
And nobody still said anything of what they're interested in. So, oh, what the heck? How about this? Dun, dun, dun. Here, let me switch the camera.
Silver.
No, that's not silver,
Oh, it's not?
but it's still kind of cool. A little blurry on here.
That's proof. That's 91 proof Rushmore half.
That's it. You got it. You know
Nice.
your coins, sir. This is a commemorative proof point from 1991 for Mount Rushmore. And you can see that it's still got it. Should I take it out of the capsule? I think I should.
What you want to do in your starting bid?
I don't know, $1.
A buck and go.
Oh yeah, it's I can't open the capsule.
No, leave it. Leave it. They may have them sealed from the mint like that. I can't remember if you can open them or not, Joe.
That's
It may
right.
be it may be one piece capsule.
Somebody in the past tried to. Oh, here. Yeah, somebody in the past did try and they cracked it, so I can't get it open.
Oh, Monkey King wants that. $4. $4 bid from Monkey King.
Let me put it on the scope. How about we do that? And then you guys can see the details on this. In the scope, you know, it's intense, so forgive me. So it's about to get real. Here we go. So I open up the capsule. Let me focus. So you're gonna don't look at the light behind you. Just go around the world.
Man, that's a nice design. They should put that on the side of a mountain.
That's crazy talk. All right, let's okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'll just put it on my little cloth and flip it over. You're looking on magnification here. You're going to see more detail than you would with a loupe. And I still don't see any flaws. Beautiful piece.
Oh, the golden anniversary.
I just love United States coins, except for modern ones. I mean, this is a modern one, but I mean, like, what they've come out with lately, I don't know. It's been a little disappointing to me. This back. You guys see enough of the details here?
All right, we got Monkey King medals at $4. Any more? Any other bids? All right, we're gonna start counting. Start counting down. Going once,
Right there.
twice, 3, 2, 1. So the Monkey King medal.
Congratulations, buddy.
Okay. All right, it's 3 for Joe Sharp. Let's kick it back to Bayou Hunter.
All right. Now I'm going to start with. I got another set. This one's a silver proof set from 97.
Ooh.
All cameo. All deep cameos. And it's got the COA on the back here. Beautiful coins.
Oh, look at that nickel, how black it is in there around Monticello.
Oh, yeah. And they're all like that. These are gorgeous, man. They don't mess around. These modern proofs, I tell you. You can start bidding at 15 on this set. I think that's about the silver melt value on this, Cajun.
Okay.
90%, 90% dime, 90% quarter, 90% half.
97, David. 1997. Silver proof. $15 starting bid. You don't have that one, David.
Well, that's true. He didn't get it tonight so far. Yeah, he had a bunch of other ones.
$15 bid from David Carlisle.
Stretch that shipping dollar.
Yeah, that's right.
I can fit a lot more in that box if you need anything, David.
Hey, Joe, I'm going to mute you for a sec. I'm going to see if it changes the audio a little bit. Okay, let's see. All right, say something, Barry Hunter.
Oh, hello.
Val. All right, say something.
Yes.
Let's talk about
you
the
hear
set.
Me? Testing?
Yeah.
This set is unbelievable. This set is deep cameo, ready to be sent in and graded. Just waiting for you to bust them out of this original government packaging and put into your Dansko album, your Whitman folders, or send it into your favorite grading system like PCGS, NGC, or NX. Get yourself a grade of PF or PR, hopefully 70. Could be something close. And a deep cameo designation. One time only. $15 current bid. Looking for 16. Do we hear 16?
That audio sounds it's when Joe's muted, we're not going through his speakers.
Gotcha.
Because there was just a little feedback through his speakers.
Well, we'll bear with him tonight since it's our first time back in a couple of years here almost.
Yeah, he'll get his other camera back.
Yes.
In fact, if he has any earbuds with a microphone in it, that would work too. You know, just a little bit of earbuds.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good idea.
Plug it in the back of the computer, back of the desktop. You have mic and earbuds at the same time. I'll keep a set of those just in case. Never know when the microphone in the laptop's going to take a dump. Why are you making me work? Now I got to go look for earbuds with a mic. Okay, David Carlisle's at 15. Any other bids?
You
start
count
counting
it
down.
We got any other bids? If not, we'll count it down for David Carlisle.
All right, let's see if we got a sniper in here. Going once. Twice. 3, 2, 1. And so, David Carlisle. I knew David didn't have that set. I was looking at him a couple days ago when he was going through all this proof sets.
Congrats, David Carlisle. Yeah, you're getting some bargains tonight, my friend. I love it. I'd love to see it. All right. Well, this is going to be an interesting one for anybody that knows what they're looking at. I got to grab a couple things here. Okay. So for anyone that knows what they're looking for, what they're looking at, this set is these sets, I should say, are State Quarter Series from 2013. These say uncirculated. Let's see what they are here. This is the P. That is the D and the P. And these look to be almost like gold plated or something. This set here looks gold plated to me. I don't know if that's toning. But these are a P and these are D. And let's see if I can read about them to you. So there's the Gem Brilliant Uncirculated. It doesn't look like they're okay. So these are 24 karat gold layered, is what it looks like. Just because of the color on them. And then it looks like the other ones are platinum layered clad. Rhodium, layered in rhodium, most prestigious and expensive metal in the platinum family. So that is 24 karat plated on these, and that is 2013 P. Let's see. I believe this is the rhodium plated ones. 13D. And they come in this box that says American National Quarter Series 2013. Yeah, there you go. Platinum clad, 24 karat gold clad. Okay. So that is the first 2013 first set right there. So that's the gold and platinum. And then here's the 2013 uncirculated. All right. So these talks about the different sets that they've got. So they are 24 karat gold, the platinum layered, and then they have, let's see, Brilliant Uncirculated Philly and Denver. That's probably what these are, my guess is. So this is Philly and Denver. Yep, that's Denver. So you have the Philly and the Denver from 13, as well as the gold and the rhodium. And then probably most collectible and most valuable, equal to or close to, if not more than, this says uncirculated San Francisco. Now, the one thing that you'll notice about these is that they are, there's the 2012, and there's the 2013 to go with the other set. But these have an S mint mark on them, okay? And they are business strike, not proof. So these are the lowest minted. Both the 2012 and 13 are the lowest minted sets. Other than the W's, I believe. And I will tell you, I will give you a quick look at the book here. I'll tell you guys what the mintages are. You guys can price these out on eBay. I think probably $40 or $50 for these sets is likely. I haven't priced them out, so I can't tell you for sure. But I'm just going to tell you the mintage number on the 12 and 13. So the business strike on the 13S, non-proof, not issued for circulation, was 1.3 million. So all of those W quarters that they ran at the end of the series a couple years back into circulation were 2 million total issue. Those are the ones going for $25 per quarter. These are only 1.3 million in issue. And then the well, actually, they vary, guys. So I said that a little too quick. I looked at the first quarter. That's the Great Basin one. The Perry's Victory is 1.4. The White Mountain is 1.6. The 2012s are also about 1.4. 1.40922 on the or thereabouts on the 2012. So, less by a quarter the number of coins issued by the mint in S as there were in W for these. So, over time, highly sought after and collectible issue. So I'm going to do all sets and start them out at $15 for. Now it will be more for shipping, but I'm going to start these out. These are the S Mint 12 and 13 S Mint, and then your 13 uncirculated P and D, and then your 13 platinum and 24 karat gold. So you have 3 sets here, and there you go. And so start them out at 15. Yeah, the laundromat's an awesome place to look. Love it. What I was saying about the rhodium, Joe, is that it is the you're probably asking me and you're on mute, right? So, sorry, I didn't see that. Yeah, so the rhodium is the highest priced of the platinum metals groups, or the PMGs. It's like, I think it's white gold anyway. I think same thing, right? Rhodium and platinum in from the platinum group, but that is what one of them is platinum. Platinum dipped or coated or whatever, and the other is 24 karat gold. And then you have the P and D that are clad, and then you have the S clad business strike for 2012 and 13 in this set. So, I assembled a couple sets of all of the national park quarters with the S Mint business strikes, and I think it cost me, because there's 5 per year, and they ran them from, they actually didn't mint. This is the first year of the S Mint. They didn't do it in 10 and 11. So there's a missing business strike San Francisco from being able to put a full set together. The full set only runs from 2012 till the last year of the national parks, which I think was the Muskegee Airmen, if I'm not mistaken. I think that was still a national parks quarter. If I may be off.
Yeah. Yeah, it was, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. So anyway, if you run 10 years, 2012 to 21, you've got 46 quarters. There's actually the Washington as well, crossing the Delaware, but that's not a national park quarter. So there's 46 quarters total that have the S from 2012 to 21, have the San Francisco business strike, and they go for, I don't know, you look at them on eBay. Pick any year, 2012 to 21, San Francisco business strike quarter, and pull up a number on one. They're all, they range from probably $3 to some of them are going for as much as 15 now. Some of these older years, like 2012 and 13, worth a lot of money. I mean, this set, the 12 set in there itself is probably, worth more than what I'm starting it at. So I'm just putting each box up for basically $5 a piece. But that's where your money is, right there. So if you guys are interested, throw your bids up. I see Joe Sharp at 15. He says that's a smoke and steel of a deal. He's got a $15 bid. We look for 16. 15 looking for 16. And I'm not posting it up what it is in the chat just because I'm challenged. Robert Pintoff, how are you doing?
Yeah, what's up, Robert? It's been a while. Yes, they will. You can go to a laundromat too, and the change machine there. I found the W quarter. This was not long after they came out with them, the second year, third.
All right. Well, we've got these 12 and 13 quarters.
Okay, I
San
got to
Francisco
run for a
business
second.
strike.
I got to run for 1 second. Keep it going, Val.
Yeah, and then you got the rhodium and the 24 gold clad. We got 15 with Joe Sharp looking for 16. Start counting it down here shortly. 15 looking for 16. Appreciate your bids, Joe. Appreciate your bids, David, tonight. 15 looking for 16. We got 15 looking for 16. 15 going once. 15 looking for 16. $15 looking for 16. 15 looking for 16. Going twice.
Okay, I'm back. Oh, go ahead. Carry on.
Yep, 15 looking for 16 going twice. 15 looking for 16 going twice or 3 times. 15 looking for 16. One going twice, going 3 times. And then Cajun, if you want to count down the 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Glad to send these to Joe Sharp unless we get another bid. Any snipers in the house? 16 looking for 15 looking for 16. Just type in the chat if you want to make a bid.
Oh, wonder why mine's not going through. Oh, there it is.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, and so.
All right. Congratulations. That was a great little group of sets there, Joe. That was a good purchase, man. I know you know what you're looking at on these business strike San Francisco's, and that's pretty cool. All right. Alrighty. I've got a set of, next up, I've got a set of 90% silver. I'm going to type this one in so you guys can see. So I got a set of 90% silver Kennedys in the display case. These are proof coins. They're 90% silver. Let's see here if I can get these things.
Silver proofs. Oh, ain't that lovely?
I can get a better shot of this. 2000, 2001, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. They're encapsulated, and they're in this nice box for display with a felt background on it. And we'll start the bidding at $100. There's 10 coins. That's just about melt value. Having it in there. So we got the 90% silver Kennedy, $50, a full set. So if you guys have a Damsco and you're looking to fill some holes, or if you just want a nice set of 90% silver Kennedys, modern 2000 to 2009, here they are. Some of these are harder to get years. You got to buy the silver proof set for, $40 or something like that, and they end up. Some of them end up, scarcer. The 08 and 09 are actually, they go for a little higher price, even though 07, because they had the presidentials in there. So, trying to piece these Kennedys together, if you don't have them, can be a task. So, go grab your Dansco album, double check and see if you got any gaps in there. I would say they're AU to BU. They're proof. They're not BU, but they're proof. They're proof condition. A couple of these looks like they got banged around a little bit in the capsule. So I just will say, if they're moving around or something, I don't know, or sliding around the box, there's like right there. Maybe when they were being taken out of the box, But they're pretty mirrored in cameo. I don't know if they're, again, gradable condition, but they are super nice, good, album fillers. And I think originally that's why I bought this set, because I need an 02. But then when I got it, I just couldn't bring myself to split them up because they're in this nice display. So I thought, well, my gap on the 02 silver proof, that hole in my book's going to stay a hole for now, and I'll just put these things up. So anyway, even the melt value on the silver on these things is pretty close to this. So.
Mama T, how you doing, Shine?
Uh-oh, there she is.
Yep.
Mon ami.
Mama T. David Carlisle, put that frog guy out there. $100 bid.
Thank you for the bid, David. $100 to go. 100. Looking for 105. Very nice. Oh, beautiful, Monkey King. Yep, the 09 is great. Great set. With that extra quarter in that in there this year. And I mentioned earlier all the quarters from the national parks. That's right, because we had 5 per year. I was trying to think if there was a 6th one. That was only that year because they did the U.S. territories. So you had 6 of them in 09. And that was before the national parks, right? So good to see you, Mama T. Jumped into your stream on Sunday in a long time. Good to see you, Big T, in there.
I was there a while back lurking 2 weeks ago. And then on Mondays, they go every other Monday now.
Hey, Mama T, this is my 3rd lot that I'm putting up. These are 90% silver $half. Hey, CJ. Oh, my goodness. CJ Coins and Craft. Look at CJ Coins and Crafts. I haven't seen CJ in 3 years, probably. Awesome to see you. Just going to tell you, Mama T, there's some jewelry coming up. I got a buddy of mine, OG Vaquero, who's in the house. First time ever streaming or auctioning anything on YouTube. Cajun invited him up, and he's got he makes his own jewelry, silver and copper, gemstones, turquoise. So, yeah, CJ, you are back from the dead. Good to see you. That is awesome. I've got some cool stuff from you on the 3D printer. I'll tell you. I was pulling that out the other day looking. I was like, man, put a smile on my face. This is cool stuff. Those British coins and the shield and everything. And all of my S mint coins that I was actually putting up on the last lot. I have some holders that CJ made me. Sharp Eye for Coins comes in at 105. Probably Googling away or on eBay looking at prices on these things and realize the value. Thank you for the bids. We got a little bit of a bidding war going on here now between Sharp Eye and David Carlisle, my 2 bidders for the night. Appreciate you guys. It's good to see everybody in here. It's like old home week, Cajun.
Yeah. In fact, CJ was live. Not but a week ago, he was live. And guess who he had up in the pound?
Who's that?
Eric. Blue.
No.
Blues Coins and I forgot. Coin Rack. Frank.
Oh, that's awesome. That is so cool.
And I was in the chat part, and Amanda comes in there, coin card and hobbyist, and she commented, "What is this? A family reunion? Wow!"
It certainly is. It really is like a family reunion with the coin community. You know that? It is pretty cool. And, silver pouring and jewelry making, same thing. But, yeah, we back, baby. It's cool. That is cool. Because it's a lifelong pursuit, right? So, you take time, sometimes a couple years, you focus on raising kids, raising a family, dealing with health, dealing with school, building businesses, dealing with work, whatever. And then you always come back to it, right? You're just like, I'm going to fiddle around with my my coin collection or buying and selling, and you jump on YouTube and everybody's, still there. So it's awesome. Awesome to see.
Hey, David, are you going to counter bid? Are you going to answer back to that, as they say in college football?
Oh, that's right. We got one.
Sharp Eye made a touchdown. Now you need to answer that with a field goal at least.
These are 2000 through 2009 10 coin Kennedy silver proof. So that is
now Coin Dragon, he's been going live on Fridays lately. He missed a Friday, a couple last Fridays, but he's on there, you know, talking coins, and naturally he's playing the guitar, you know, picking the guitar and singing a little bit. And I had the chance to get up on panel with him a couple times. Showed him my new scope, a new coin scope.
oh cool. I'm
Which is
gonna check that out.
not set up yet. And I'll show it off after a while. I'll show it off later, but it's not. I don't have the articulating arm like Frank has. The boom arm. I have the microscope lens, the 180 times, and then I have the camera, the 2K and 4K camera.
Mm-hmm.
Cyclonic silver.
Wow.
Albedo. Look who it is, Mr. Twister himself.
Clinton, it is old home week, man.
Yeah.
So good to see you.
Well, I'm glad I don't have my Nightbot on. Well, anyway, I got that setting off for emojis on the Nightbot. Last night when I went live to announce this, Nightbot went crazy when Rose Dragon came in. Somebody, I forget who it was, put up a bunch of roses for Rose Dragon, and Nightbot killed it.
Oh man.
Oh, that was Dean, Mountain of Coin Accord, that did that. So I had to shut Nightbot off. I thought I did. It hit somebody else with emojis, but I finally ported it from my channel. I know that it's done now. I can get it activated back. I just got it up there for weather and links, you know, for people to drop their links, and that's still not set up right. So
Yeah. Hey, David Carlisle, is that a $110 bid? God, Mom, I'm gonna kick my. Is that 110? You put 10 in there. I think that's a 110. I think we got David Carlisle at 110. Yes, sir. He corrected it. He said 110. We got David Carlisle at 110. Any answer back on that, Joe? We got 110. Robert Pintoff, Clinton, any CJ?
115.
Sharp comes at 115. We got 115. We got an auction, Cajun. We got an auction. 115. Looking for 120. We got 10, 90% silver. Kennedy $50, San Francisco Mint. They're encapsulated and in a felt display. It's 2000 through the 2009. And we're just over melt value on these things at $115. We're looking for 120. We got 115 from Joe Sharp. We got 115 looking for 120. $115 looking for 120. 120, anybody? David? Should I count it, David? Are you thinking, or don't want to push off a bid? We got 115 looking for 120. But my friend OG is waiting patiently in the wings, so we want to move on to the next. David says he's out. All right, well, let's count it down. We got Joe Sharp at 115, Cajun, if you want to count it down, see if any other interest exists. I know we got Clinton S. out there, silver aficionado, and we got CJ, Robert Pintoff. Well, we got some coin collectors in the house, and Mama T's out there. Hopefully she's still in here, and she's waiting to look at some of this jewelry that my friend OG is pulling up. Nice. Clinton, say hi to Sandy for us, too. Great to see you. Wait until you see – Clinton, I got to tell you, and for those of you in the chat, I know I think Cajun's going to count down for Joe Sharp.
Yep.
On this, we got 115, and Mama T's there. So just, guys, I'm going to give you a little background. So this next person up on the panel that's going to be offering up some jewelry pieces is one of my dearest and oldest friends. We go back 25-plus years, and we live in different parts of the country, and we just kind of reconnected and, you know, told him I'm into coin collecting and silver and gold stacking and, you know, silver pouring and the silver, the precious metals community.
2,
and
1.
So
Joe
Joe Sharp 115. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, everybody, for your bids. David Carlisle, appreciate it. So his name is OG Vaquero on YouTube here. It's his first stream, first time selling, and he makes amazing and beautiful. I mean, he's an artisan, he's a craftsman. So I know you guys will appreciate this. Rafe, good to see you. Clinton, I know you'll appreciate this. Mama T, you guys get ready for my friend OG. He's going to jump up and share maybe some silver here. But he does handmade jewelry, stones and silver, just beautiful stuff. So I've given him the floor here, Cajun, and that was my third item, I believe, wasn't
it? Yeah, think so.
Was it? I don't know if it was. Yeah, it was. I had the national quarters and the silver proof set. So I will pass it along. And
hey, thanks. Thanks, Cajun. Yeah. Hey, OG here, Vaquero. Yeah, relatively new. Love making things. Have some silver bangles and stuff to show you. And who knows if this online thing goes well, like I collect and cut lots of turquoise. So all different kinds. I have bends and bends, and this has just been my hobby. And COVID really ramped that up again. And man, I just really got into it. I love it. So what I have first are these are silver Argentinium bangles that I made. So these are all hand stamped, and Argentinium it's like regular silver, but they replace most of the copper, which is about 7.5%, with germanium. And there's a higher silver content in it, but it holds a much nicer polish. So we jewelers like to use this, coppersmiths, silversmiths like to use this type of silver because you can get a lot better finish with it.
so is that still considered sterling if it's 925 or above?
Yes.
Gotcha.
You know what? Let me check right here.
They use a lot of germanium in electronic parts.
Yep, it is either 93.5 or 96% silver, depending on the Argentinium alloy that is used. There's 96%. Yeah, 90. Yeah, there's two different kinds. And forgive me, I'm not sure which one this is, but this is all jewelry grade Argentinium that I buy from like the largest jewelry wholesaler in the country, which is in New Mexico.
Yeah, they made a lot of transistors and diodes with germanium because it was a good conductor of electricity.
Yeah.
Silver is your best conductor of electricity beside gold. And in Beverly Hills, Los Angeles, all your big mansions, most of your wiring in those mansions are actually silver electrical wire, not copper. For electric wires in those mansions are silver instead of copper.
Yeah, so this is triangle wire that I take and I roll it in a rolling mill, and then they all have kind of a different specific bend to fit different types of wrists. Some of them I do a little bit more oval. Some of them kind of are a little bit more of a mushroom shape. I notice, that everyone has a different wrist. But yep, these are all handmade by me. Every single stamp in there is a singular stamp. And yeah, I can barely see when I'm done. But
hey, Clinton, get Sandy over here. We'll put some turquoise jewelry up for her. Come on now.
Yeah, these.
Hey, David said, David Carlisle said he can't find your link. And if you're talking about for his YouTube channel, he hasn't even created one. He's got a channel, but no content or anything. So he's going to work on getting that up. I'm going to help him out, David. And it's just his first time on here to give this a shot and check out if the YouTube community digs his art and his jewelry. And so that's what I said. Why don't you join this this panel and see if the YouTube community, coin and precious metals community shows you some love. So that's what he's here for.
Yeah, I do have a Facebook, and my Facebook is Hephaestus Metallurgy, which is the Greek god of blacksmithing. In Egyptian, it's Vulcan. But yeah, I have lots of pictures there. I have some of the tools that I make. I post videos. I have a pretty good following. I think I have, I don't know, 3,000 friends. And usually I just hand make stuff for people on Facebook. I've never even thought about getting a website or trying this. I usually just stay real busy doing custom orders for people. And I go to a lot of the shows, a lot of the big Native American shows, the gem shows, and I cut a lot of stone for a lot of the artists down there, a lot of the Native American artists. My family, we're from New Mexico, and my uncle still lives on the Spanish land grant that's been in our family for 500 years down outside of Belen, New Mexico. And my family's part is of the Isleta tribe, though I'm about the whitest Indian you've ever seen. And
Reno, the white Indian.
yeah, I am. Yeah, well, my dad's Norwegian and Swedish, so I went to machine school, became a fabricator.
I was gonna ask you, like Clinton is asking you, are you going to the Tucson Gem Show next year?
I would like to. I have 4 children and 4 teenagers, and they keep me pretty busy. And so if I can get out of here, I would love to get down there. There's a lot of shows in Southern California, in Nevada, the Tucson show, in Santa Fe. I grew up all around Santa Fe my whole life. And I know a lot of artists there, a lot of the shops. Rio Grande Jewelry Supply was just a small little jewelry supply shop for.
What's your price on those? Your starting bid on those?
Yeah, and what's the weight on those, OG? The weight on those, and then your starting bid.
These I'll just do buy it now, because this is what I wholesale these to galleries for. These are 105 each, and if you get all 3, you get a 3 stack. I'll just do it for 300. But usually I sell these for 105 to any of the galleries when I go down to Santa Fe, and then they mark them up to 219.
So it's a 105. Buy it now on the bangle. What do they weigh?
They weigh, let's see.
Just individually, it's close enough.
Looks like a couple of ounces a piece or something.
No, these are less than an ounce. These are, I believe, right around 0.829 on that one.
They just look bigger on the camera.
0.83.
Now that's the scale.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, this is what I use.
Wow. They all right there, almost Johnny on the spot, same thing.
Yeah, that's neat.
Yeah,
So that's good.
And these are 2 gauge. These are 2 gauge. This is a 1.5 gauge. So 1.5 gauge is about close to 1 1/4. And then this is like these. This is sheet silver. And so this guy is like almost 3.4 ounces.
Agreed, Clinton. Yeah. The weight doesn't matter much, but you see, you know me, old stacker. I always go back to the weight, but yeah, it doesn't matter much. Cool. They're awesome artist pieces for sure. So you've got those 3, the 3 that are about 0.8 of an over 0.8 of an ounce, 925.
Yep.
Argentinium, and you're looking for 105. Buy it now. You type bin into the chat if you want one, and you get to pick. You pick which one you like best, and go in order of who puts bin in first. We got 3 of them up for auction.
Come on, Clinton, turn loose one of them frog eyes you got, one of them $100 bills.
Yeah, usually when I make these, I make a stack up to here, and I just put the whole stack on, and then I do copper on the other side, and I just go to the shows, and people just buy them right off my wrist. And they're nice because you can move. You can move. So when you stack these, they generally call them stackers, where like the war cuffs, like it slides up and your wrist moves. But here, these guys flex. And so wearing a big set of stackers is really nice. And then I'll stack, 2 gauge. And then there's even 0 gauge, which 0 gauge is, I think those are 5 to 6 ounces a piece, but you have to have a heavier frame than I do. I'm a pretty skinny fella. But yeah, I hope people can see these. I don't know if I have them too close to the camera or not, or if it's just right.
That's perfect. You can definitely see the detail in them.
Yeah, and I'll anyone that wants them, like I'll put a nice polish on them. This is just some of the stock that I've had laying around. I haven't been to a show in a while.
Oh, you hadn't worked in 3 years? Oh, yeah, the Hong Kong Fui. Oh, and then you've been ill? Oh, I know the feeling on being out for health. I know that.
That's all right.
This getting old thing, it's a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. I'll tell you what.
Yeah,
Georgia and Rose, you still here?
Yeah, I remember she was commenting on that.
Yeah, she does a lot, bracelets and jewelry herself. She donated some stuff for a benefit a while back, and man, that really brought some money. And then I had some silver stash that somebody else was throwing in. Somebody else threw in 3 1-ounce bars, and I had $50, Benji's, Kennedy's. I had a little stash of silver I donated for that benefit. A little 2-year-old got killed in an accident, and it was raising money for funeral expense.
Oh man. Yeah, whenever something like that happens and it's anywhere around me, I just think, only the good die young. Only the good die young.
I was saying in the live stream, the good Lord needed another angel.
Yep, I'll be 100 years old. I know it. I have to pay for my teenage years. I was a little rough around the edges back then, but shoot, that was 40 years ago.
Weren't we all? Hey, we got any interest? We got any interest? 105 on the artist bangled triangular silver bands. 105. Buy it now. Where are you silver collector and jewelry lovers at?
Well, you can tell we hadn't been on in a while.
Yeah.
And we lost track because we used to have 40 and 50 people in the auctions at any given time.
Hey, OG, Clinton S is asking, Cyclonic Silver is asking if you have any raw turquoise.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, okay. I have a few 100 pounds of many of the mines in the Southwest. I have a little bit of Chinese turquoise, and I have a little bit of Mexican turquoise from the Campitos mine, the Sonoran mine. But yes, I have a large quantity of different turquoises.
What are you looking for, Clinton?
I have Caraco Lake too. I mean, if he has deep pockets, I have Caraco Lake. I have Cloud Mountain. I have good old number 8. I have Kingman. I have Kingman Spiderweb. I have many different versions of Kingman and Royston. Go down and buy it directly from them, from the Ottomans. They had a little YouTube show, or not a YouTube show, a Netflix show about turquoise a little while ago. And man, that really spiked the white buffalo craze. I have, I can't remember, I think 3.5, 4 pounds of white buffalo.
Well, what Sonoran Sunset? Do you have any Sonoran Sunset?
I probably do. I probably do. I have a bunch of different types of Sonoran. I have Sonoran Gold. I'll have to look around and see. Just yeah, tell let's see if I can.
Your email address is down at the bottom there. So
Yep.
all he's got to do, just send him an email, Clinton. He's got White Buffalo and he's got some Sonoran, so he'll look for Sunset. Just email him and he can send you a list of what he's got and help you. His wife does work too and polishes stuff up, and so she would love to maybe pick some up from you, OG.
Sure. Yeah. A few of my buddies are the two largest wholesalers of turquoise in the country. They own many of the mines, and so I go down there and visit them. And even during COVID, I showed up. There was a bunch of people outside, and I called one of them because they have big shops. And I said, yeah, there's a lot of people trying to get into your shop. He said, we're closed. And I just drove 1,400 miles to get there. And I said, well, what about me? He goes, oh, I'm open for you. But I spend 10,000 at a time, when I buy stone.
No,
but yeah. Yeah, so
I'll send. I see that, Clinton. I will send. I will send your contact info, your email address, and he says he deals with Robert Reedus in New Mexico.
Okay. Yeah. We'll talk. We'll talk. I know Ernie and all those guys.
Yeah.
I grew up there.
21 SC, what's going on, mon ami?
All right, yeah, we can move on to a next auction. I'll try a little
bit.
We don't
have anybody interested in the sterling silver bangles. Last call. We're getting last call for a buy it now. 105. Anybody, your choice.
Yeah, you see a lot of these in Santa Fe at the Indian market. This is kind of the popular look now. People like the triangle bangles. One of these days, if I'm going to do this YouTube thing, I'll get some nice lights so you can really see the shine on them. They don't really look that shiny.
Well, I'm sure you will shine them up and send them off. But 21 SC, hi. How you doing? All right, we got 3. We're counting it down, Cajun. What do we do here?
Yeah, go ahead. 3, 2, 1.
All right.
And close.
Yeah, shoot. I'll try a little turquoise. I've got these turquoise cabs. These are from the number 8 mine. See, it's kind of hard to see the color in those with this light, but these are all cabbed by me. They have JB backing, and there's a little bit of wax paper left on the back because it's hard to get that stuff off. But when you set, it's kind of a nice pad behind your bezel as you're setting these in. So anyone that's doing jewelry, you want genuine turquoise from the number 8 mine in northern Nevada. I'm selling these cabs for $12.50 each. And then it's $5 for shipping. And like Val, anything under a pound, I could just throw it all in the same box. So all these together, $5 in shipping if you buy them all, $5 in shipping if you buy one. I might be able to get it out a little less, but I do want to put it in a nice padded envelope, and my intent is not to make money on shipping. It's to make sure it gets there, and
yeah, because it's $4.80 to like $5. It depends on how much under a pound it is. It affects it.
Yeah, you used to be able to do the priority boxes, the little ones, for like I think $4.80. And
that went up to $9 something now. It's $10.
Yeah, I'm living before COVID. Well, hell, I'm still living in the 80s. Let's get real. When gas was 60
Yeah.
cents and a pack of cigarettes was 60 cents.
Yeah.
Yep. So number 8 cabs.
How much are those? $12.50?
Yeah, $12.50 a piece.
That's raw.
And no, this
Polished.
is after cabbed. Yeah. So a cabochon starts out as just a big chunk of turquoise,
Okay.
and then you end up cutting it with your diamond saw, slicing it down, backing it with your JB backing or DEFCON backing. And what that does is it creases the tensile strength of the stone. Like this backing is supposed to be 5,000 pounds is what it's supposed to be able to hold in break pressure. But the way I cab them, they're pretty thin, and I like to get the most out of my turquoise, and I like to have a bigger face. So I like my cabs thin, so when you set them, say on a ring, they're as low as possible. You know,
Right. Low profile,
Okay.
correct.
Yeah, it's like having a marble sticking up. And then when you're sticking your hand in and out of your pocket, it's catching on everything. So I like jewelry that when you wear, you want to wear it. It's comfortable to wear, because if jewelry isn't comfortable, you'll wear it a couple times, but you're not going to wear it everywhere.
There you go. He said he'll email you. So Clinton, I sent you an email and copied OG, and so you guys should be connected via email. So you guys work your deal. So I'll take. How much are those, OG?
$12.50 a piece. And you know what? If someone buys them all, $40, and then $5 plus shipping. So 10 a piece if you buy them all.
10 a piece plus $5 shipping.
Yeah, so you save $10 because usually they'd be 50 a piece plus $5.
Awesome.
But I have a lot of this stuff cut.
Have you? Yeah, took care of that. It's iconic. Have you? What have you put up that we had? I took that one bangle, and then did Paula have the other one? Were those the two pieces that you've sold, or was there a third?
Nope, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah, and this stuff comes from this type of material. So this is like what a big cab looks like. Like that's a good size cab right there.
That was cool.
And you can see the greens in it. So I can't remember, like copper, silver, magnesium, zinc is what turns turquoise from like light blue, darker blue, light green, darker green. It's all the minerals that it's surrounded around. And you need water to make turquoise. And, Native Americans, the standard theory is blue is the color of enlightenment. And water, you need water for life. So that's why, all the Indian nations hold turquoise at such a high esteem.
Turquoise is my favorite color. Like
Here's
your name at the bottom of your screen. That's as close to turquoise as I could get.
There you go. Here's a green one right here. This one, I have some of this. And this is Campitos. So you can see the pyrite in it.
That's beautiful.
Rose gold.
Yeah. This is some of the most expensive stuff I have. And then another green turquoise is this guy right here. And it looks very blue in this light, but it's like a sea green. And this is Carico Lake. And this is pretty much the highest dollar turquoise out there right now.
Almost the same color as the bubble on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the host stone that it's in, they all come in different host stone. Some of it's, a lot of it's agate, a lot of it's quartz. Here's another stone that's very closely related to turquoise, but it's called varisite, and it comes in the same places in the desert.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it looks very flat in this light, but this is a very like rich, like deep green, and
I could see it in there. Is that
yes.
related to turquoise?
Yeah, it's like you could dive right in and swim in it. This stuff,
Yeah.
this stuff is great. Yeah, the Ottomans do sell this as well out of the Kingman mines, the Royston mines. There's a lot from Australia. This is also number 8. This is
Bayou
a
Hunter.
different
Bayou
kind.
Hunter just bought it now.
All right. All right. So all of them.
All 4.
Okay. Great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good deal. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, that's that plus the Bengals not going to push me over a pound. So I'm stretching my shipping dollar.
there you go. Yeah. And then for more turquoise, I have these guys right here. So these guys, these are 20 a piece. And this is, let's see.
Thanks, Lynn.
Henry wants to know what's your price on the Campitos cap.
Oh God, I really don't want to sell this, but I'd sell this one for 100.
Now, are you calling that a cab or a cow, like an iceberg calving when a piece breaks off?
A cabochon is short for cabochon.
Okay, so a cab. Okay.
Yeah, and this one is not backed. So that weight is all in the turquoise. But yeah, this is high dollar stuff. And like a lot of the jewelry that I do, you know, the big warrior cuffs. I mean, I'll put stuff like this on there and they'll go for $2,000 to $3,000, but that's for a 4-inch cuff.
Okay, CJ Coins and Crafts, the smaller pieces in your hand, the 2 smaller ones, how much for those?
I love these. I love the matrix of these guys.
How much for those?
CJ, he said 20 and $5 for shipping under a pound.
Yep, so these guys are 20. And they're a little bit different shape here.
He wants pick which one you want, CJ. You want the oval or the teardrop?
That's a nice one. That's the best one, I think.
Man, it's a tough call. Like I love them both.
Teardrop.
Yeah, congrats. The teardrop goes to CJ. So CJ, he'll send you an invoice.
And Val, are you gonna help me take?
Yeah, I'm
okay,
gonna walk you through the PayPal invoicing so you see how to do it. Just put a little note that goes to CJ, or we can rewatch the stream and we can walk through it and make sure you get it all down right.
Okay. Hey, thank you, CJ. I'll put that one aside. And yeah, these are both number 8. These are like a chocolate brown, and these make like good rings, good pendants. And I cut these fellas really thin because I really like facing turquoise. It's difficult to cut turquoise thin, and you have to be careful when you set it. And it's a little bit more delicate. So like these guys, I would put a thick bezel around these guys to protect them and raise the bezel up a little bit to protect that face on these guys, or do a pendant.
Yeah, I wouldn't go getting in a fight with one of them.
Yeah.
On a ring.
Yeah, you let me know. I'll make you some fighting turquoise. I'll make that stuff an inch thick.
Clinton wants to know, do you have any of the white buffalo raw slabs
I do.
near you that I can show the boss? And the boss is Miss Sam.
They are, you know what? I'll see what I can do. They're out in the shop. And in this, I don't have any finished white buffalo. I have 3+ pounds of unstabilized white buffalo. But I strongly suggest stabilizing white buffalo. It is not as hard as turquoise. It's very easy to cab and it takes a beautiful polish, but there's multiple different stabilization strategies. And the Kingman, you know, the Ottomans and Royston and Kingman, they're probably the best. But almost all turquoise these days is stabilized because it's worth so much money that once you start cutting it, if it does break, it's a lot of money. And so they generally stabilize everything now. Even when people say, oh, it isn't stabilized, unless you talk to the miner who dug it up, you don't know. And depending on where the turquoise comes from, people will tell you where turquoise is from, or they'll say, oh, that looks like this or that. Unless they dug it up, they don't know, because you can get multiple different kinds of turquoise matrices out of the same mine, as well as color and hardness. So they're having a really hard time right now trying to develop a grading for turquoise, because people say it's gem grade. They don't know. And I tell people, when you're looking at turquoise, I'm like, if you like it, you like it. And if you don't like it, or it's too much, it's too much. Mm-hmm. But it's truly, you know, in the eye of the beholder. And then I think Georgina was asking, I don't know for sure, but I think this turquoise right here is, I can't remember how you say it. Morsini, I can't remember. I'm really bad at saying this word, but this has a lot of pyrite on it, in it, and these deep blues. And she was asking earlier, she said, I love turquoise with the pyrite in it.
Man, that's almost, that blue almost looks iridescent the way the light hits it like that. It's crazy.
Yeah, it looks like, you know, in that movie Tron, when you look into it, the turquoise just has this deep, like, vibrant color, and lots of layers of different pieces of pyrite mixed in to the matrix. And I have a bunch of this in the raw as well. So these in my hand here, 20. This guy, 25. This guy, I was going to do 15 on. That was going to be my last auction there.
Yep.
Is it Marconi?
That, yeah. Morsini. I only finished the 9th grade. I was out there digging in the desert, cutting up rocks and pounding on copper.
Yeah, I don't know how to spell it. So
yeah,
Marconi came up, so I don't know. Or Morsoni. Oh, Henry, he's buying something now for 25.
Yeah, he wants the 25. That was that one that was 25.
Okay. Yep, the big one.
Yep.
All right, Val, keep track of that. That'd be great.
We'll rewatch it. I got it for that. That one's for Henry.
Okay.
And then the other ones, guys, we're gonna start, you know, moving on here. So get your buy it nows in there. Again, 20 on the one on the right of your screen that's almost all blue, and then 20 for the other two that have the you know, the brown Pac-Man around eating the turquoise there. And then the other one was 15.
Yep, this one's 15. The other little Moranci, however you say it. Sure is a strange word for a mine, but who knows?
East Coast Ken, how you doing, mon ami? Eat is in the house.
Yeah, and yeah, please feel free, anyone. If there's other stuff you want to see, please let Val or Cajun know, or you can email me, and I can put up other kinds of turquoise. I'll give you a little teaser on this guy.
Wow,
That's nice.
that almost looks like what I got next to me.
Yeah, I got some of this.
Beautiful.
Yeah, and truthfully, this is a turquoise composite, so it's real turquoise mixed with other host stone, and they're making a lot of this, a lot of the mines, because they use a lot of the stuff that would end up being waste or it isn't hard enough, and so they make these blocks. And some of these blocks, this is probably the highest grade of the block turquoise that they're making right now. And my buddy just handed me two big stones, and he makes it. And he said, "Here, you're gonna love it." And I thought, it's been sitting around for a year, and I sliced it open and cut it and cabbed it. Phoned him up and said, "Oh my gosh, I want more of that."
It's beauty.
Yeah. So
All right, Joe. Joe said he's taking off, so have a good night, Joe Sharp.
Good seeing you, Joe.
Sharp eye. Good to see you, man.
All right,
Great
yeah, we
night.
can close this one out.
Anybody else on the last of the turquoise? It's going once. Buy it now. We got 15 or 20, depending on which piece you want. Buy it now.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, and close.
Thank you, everyone. I really appreciate it.
Thanks,
All
OG.
right. I got something I want to show you. This right here, the guy's, I want to say 85 to 90 years old right now. He was between 65 and 70 when he gifted me this for a birthday present. It's a belt buckle. It's silver and nickel. The nickel's for strength, I guess. And it came from New Mexico. He's from Arizona. But you see the broken arrow on the back right here?
Oh, yeah.
That silversmith is somewhere in New Mexico. That silversmith is probably dead and gone for a long time now. But this is bear claw.
Yeah.
It's
I'll
awesome.
have to look him up in the
That
book.
is awesome.
I'll try to find his name for you.
Okay, it's broken arrow silversmith. Like I said, he was in his 20s, I think, when he got this. And right now he's, like I said, probably 85 years old to 90. So,
Beauty.
That's gorgeous.
what you think something like that is worth?
That's worth anywhere from, depending if it's the old nickel, if it's the old nickel silver, and then that is old. That's old. And the vintage jewelry market right now for Native American jewelry market is insane. People make a living just going around buying all this vintage stuff. So you're looking at anywhere from, like, you might be able to find that at a pawn shop for $350, but you go to a show, that'll be $1,250 to $1,500. And depending on who Broken Arrow is and what he's done, and you never know. And like how many pieces he has made.
I got in touch with a guy in New Mexico. He said it's worth, he said minimum like $650. He said if my memory serves me right, because he's an elderly fellow himself, he says he knew of the guy, the silversmith that made it. and laid those stones in there, those turquoise stones. And
Yep.
it's beautiful. I mean, I get compliments on it all the time when I wear my belt.
Yeah, it's
Because that's a belt and a buckle that that's like a wedding or a funeral or something like that.
really nice.
I don't wear it all the time.
I think Walmart, if I were you, I wouldn't care. That is gorgeous.
Yep.
Okay, well, that's what I wanted to know. Like, it was a silversmith that did it. I don't know if it was a Native American silversmith or what, but I know each one has their own brand, as you might want to call it, a name. So that one there is Broken Arrow, or Crooked Arrow. But it's definitely, not crooked like in a curve. It's definitely got a tangent line to it like that, 30-degree line or what have you. Okay, Value Hunter, you ready?
Yeah, I think, I'm wondering, Cajun, Joe bounced out, and I don't know if OG has anything, but, you want me to run maybe one more set of lots, or do you want to call it? And because we're already on panel here just kind of chatting, we could call it a night. We've been going for 3 hours almost, so I just want to check in and see.
3 hours. That's up to you, bud.
Okay. Well, I mean, I have other things, but I'm just thinking, well, maybe we just ease back into it. We start building that audience up again. We've been doing these. If you want to get back into it, we'll do them periodically.
Doing once a week.
Yeah, we could totally get back into doing that. And, I appreciate it, Cajun, but I'm also cool calling it tonight. I'm thinking maybe what I'd do is I would host a giveaway if you want to do one, and then I'll ship out to whoever the winner is on the giveaway, and then we'll chat and wrap up. What do you think?
Okay, sounds good to me. You can pick something small out for a giveaway. I got to get me some more lemonade.
All right, you do that, and I'll pick something out, and me and OG will chat away. Unless, OG, do you have anything else that you specifically wanted to put up?
Well, I have so much turquoise here, it'd make your head spin. I really would.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing. I mean, I was thinking is, just kind of easing into it, getting, start getting some regularity, show up every week or every other week, and people start seeing what you've got. I think it'll go good for you. I mean, you had a good start, but it's about getting the word out there. There's a lot of jewelry makers in the coin collecting and silver pouring and stacking community too. That some of them may not even be able to source some of the stuff you've got on relationships. So might be some good ways to connect with fellow artisans on here and artists and stuff. So anyway, up to you, man. If you want to throw some more turquoise up, I don't know if there's any interest. I think we had those last few pieces up. It may just be dependent on what catches somebody's eye. You know what I mean? What they like personally.
Maybe I'll just do a little show and tell for next time we do it, just to kind of show what I have. Well, you find something.
And if you're doing that's perfect. I'll find something for a giveaway. You do a show and tell, and then and I mean, talking about the turquoise, how it forms and different types. I mean, that stuff was my favorite part of the stream, quite frankly. I mean, it was pretty cool learning all about that stuff that I don't know a whole lot about. I'm sure the folks in here in the chat appreciate it as well. It's like an education. It's great. It's history. So if you want to show that stuff, if anybody sees something they want that you're sharing, they can just write Ben in the chat, and then you decide what if there's something kind of last minute like that. But yeah, I think I'm good. I'll find something, Cajun. I'll pick something out here for end of stream giveaway. We just chat and let OG kind of do a show and tell on some of his turquoise between now and then.
Yeah, sounds good. Me presenting.
Right. I'll do a quick show and tell here. Multiple different kinds of turquoise here. Lots of different blues. And I believe this is Cloud Mountain. I didn't dig it up out of the ground myself, so I don't want to claim that I know exactly what it is. And people who are experienced in the turquoise business, we say it has more of a look of what a particular mine puts out. But at the end of the day, we do not put our stamp of approval of, oh yeah, it came out of that mine, because that wouldn't be telling the truth. If I didn't dig it up, or I don't know the guy that dug it up, I don't really know. So this is a very deep, cloudy blue. It's gorgeous stuff. This is one type of turquoise.
East Coast Ken wants to show some turquoise that's set in jewelry.
Oh, let's see. Personally, I love copper because copper is kind of the poor man's metal, but copper is so healing and so good. Like, oh man, no one wears copper jewelry, and that's why I like it. So a lot of my Native American friends look at the warrior cuffs that I make like this, and here, I'll take it off.
Ken's a Marine warrior.
Yeah. I do custom stuff for people. Marines. I'm doing a Navy cuff for a buddy of mine. I have another buddy that is a sailor. So I'm engraving Poseidon on one side, and these kind of evil sea nymphs out of the other side, with a giant octopus coming up and grabbing the ship, which has a piece of turquoise. And I have some inlay friends that inlay gold. They're gun engravers that I'm gonna send out, and I'm gonna do a big showpiece of a warrior cuff. But that one's gonna be really expensive.
Any earrings and any raw turquoise you can show real quick?
Not real quick. I have a lot of that in my shop, but I do have some more cut here. Here's another type of turquoise. And this has a much richer blue with almost like a rust post stone. And I cut like specific pieces for different artists that want to make, rings, or I'll cut it however people want it. But this is another type of turquoise. This might be cloud. Is this Cloud Mountain? I don't know. I have a lot of it labeled in the rough, but once I knock my rough all around, once I lose my little pieces of paper that are in there, I just tell people it's kind of a mystery. So that's another kind.
Hey, East Coast Ken wonders if you have any earrings on OG.
I don't have any earrings made right now, but I do have, you know what? I have some stones for earrings, but this is another type of turquoise. This is another Kingman turquoise, and it has just some beautiful greens in it, and some sea blues and sky blues. So that's another type.
Cool. That almost looks like a shot down on Earth or something like.
Yeah, and then see, just like I said, out of the same mine. This is Kingman, but it's very different looking than this. But it comes out of the same mine. Wow. So you can't look at a piece of turquoise and say you know where it comes from, because there's so many different types that come out of these different mines. For earring sets, I have these guys. This is one of my favorite cuts to do on turquoise, is I like to do long, skinny bars. And it's difficult because they break very easily. And so
until you've cabbed them.
Yeah. Yeah, the cabbing part and the polishing part is where they break. But look at how thin that guy is.
Gorgeous.
It's like a needle.
Like some pendant earrings will look great out of some of that stuff. If you have any interest, East Coast Ken, I'm sure that OG would be willing to, consign something for you.
Yeah. Yeah, so these make like, great dangly earrings. I always set everything in silver or in copper. I don't really like to drill holes. in stuff, but I have, you know, when I'm making beads or I buy beads, I have lots of different beads as well from the Fox mine, from many of the other mines. Here's one of my favorite that I'm really hip on right now. This stuff is gorgeous, and I don't know why I like it so much.
It is.
I do.
It's really nice.
But it is very
It's got kind of a calming vibe to it, you know.
yeah. It has like some yellows in it.
Yeah. He does not, East Coast Ken. He has a Facebook. We could type it in the chat maybe. Let me see. Let me see if I can find that.
Now, he does have a YouTube, but he doesn't have any content.
Here's more of that Morantz, Morsini. Yeah, my Facebook is Hephaestus Metallurgy, and there's a picture of my hand that has a bunch of rings and a big cuff on.
You'd have to spell that in chat.
HEPHA.
I'll post it in the chat in a second.
Okay. And then I got a couple more kinds, and then I'm done here just for this bin. But this turquoise comes from New Mexico, and this is out by kind of the Cerrillos mine. And this, I think this one's out of the Silver City mine, actually. But I have Cerrillos as well, and my buddy Andy Brown and his father own the old Tiffany mine area. But this is very man, it's just a crazy green. Just a crazy green color with the yellows and the browns. And then here's some more. This is also number 8, even though it kind of looks like some Cloud Mountain. But this is a very, like, the blues are so deep, it's like you could just dive in. But these two pieces right here, I was looking at making a pair of earrings out of right there.
Oh, yeah. Closely matched.
Yeah. But you can see the different colors that come out.
So like those two that are almost evenly matched, did those come off of a piece that you took 2 slices out of?
Yep. These were probably stacked like this. You know, like that. And then I cut it and turned them into those 3 pieces. As you slice through the rock, you're always looking for the best way to split the rock to get the matrix that you want or whatever you desire.
All right.
Here's some other number 8, but this is completely different. And this has a lot of agate in it. But yeah, I'm on a lot of the jewelry makers website, jewelry makers on Facebook. And so I sell a lot to mostly other jewelers is who I usually sell to, is I provide them with stones or I do custom orders and cut them for them. But this is the stuff that I think JC bought.
Oh, CJ, you mean?
CJ, yeah.
CJ.
Okay.
Maybe I'll do one more and then see if Val's ready with his giveaway. I have another bin or two, though, too, in this little tray. But, like, I love triangles. I don't know why, but I love cutting triangles.
Put that on a piece of wood and shoot it out of a bow.
That's it. Yeah, me and all my kids have got bows. Here's a big piece of varicite right here. That's going to be a big old cab.
Yeah, I got a compound bow in the room with about, I think, 75 pounds it's set at. And I can't even pull it back anymore.
Yeah, I just tuned my 75 back to 65. That's as light as it'll go. And yeah, I've broken my back and broken my neck. And 65 is still tough now. But I'm almost 55, so I had a good run. So this is Spiderweb Kingman. So this is another Kingman that comes out of the same mine, but looks very different. And this is Kingman's highest grade turquoise that comes out of the Kingman mine.
Wow. Now, is that in Kingman, Arizona, or in New Mexico?
Yep, that's Kingman, Arizona.
Okay, I got a buddy of mine who lives up there.
Yeah.
He's got a gold claim up in the basin part up there, north of Kingman.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
He's got a huge gold claim up there. It takes a 4-wheel drive and 4-wheelers to get there, put it that way.
Hey, I don't own anything else.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you go so far with your 4-wheel drive, and then you take the rest of the way on the 4-wheeler if you want, or hike it in, you know.
Yeah, these are just all different various types of turquoise. A lot of them look the same, but I have this whole bucket bag that I have is all very similar, but from, you know, the same mine or different mine, but from different places in the mine. Like this one is really blue compared to the rest of these. But yeah, I do belt buckles and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, Cajun and Val, thank you so much for having me. This has been really fun.
Yeah, I'm glad Val hooked you up with us.
Yeah,
Val,
I
put the YouTube link in, but if that didn't come through because of the website address, I'm putting the name that he goes by on Facebook, so you can Hephaestus Metallurgy spelled like that on Facebook. You guys will find it. So that's in the chat now.
Your Facebook pages, huh?
Yes, that's Facebook, and I'm going to help him get started on YouTube and kind of build out his channel, at least with some pictures and some, maybe a video outlining what he does and the overview of the jewelry and stuff. Then we'll get him, connected into the community here with us.
OG, can you type anything in chat?
Let's see.
On the YouTube side or the StreamYard side?
Yeah, on the right-hand side where it says comments.
All right, let me know if you can see that. It says this comment has failed to post to Cajun.
Oh yeah, you're not a subscriber for 5 minutes. That's why.
Okay, yeah, because I tried to type in a while ago, and I wasn't sure if it just didn't go to Cajun and Val or if it didn't go to everybody.
No, you have to be a subscriber to the channel. That keeps the bots out, the trolls out.
I was married to one of those.
Okay.
Bad joke. I'm sorry, everybody.
Okay, Value Hunter, you ready? Okay, all you got to do is.
Yeah, I'm ready. I was going to try to find your channel link because he's on the StreamYard side, Cajun, but he probably doesn't have the link to this to your channel to sub. So
yeah.
Anyway, you can put me up though. I'll present.
Oh, that's an 87.
Yes, sir.
Nice choice.
It's a beauty. All deep. All cameos. Let's see here. How many we got left in the chat, Cajun?
9.
So pick a number between 1 and 1 million. What do you think?
Yeah, I got it all wrote down right here. I got it wrote down on this piece of paper that you could almost see through. It's a big piece of cardboard stock, actually. So anyway, I got it in the chat, and so everybody get ready. One guess only. One guess only. If you guess more than once, you're disqualified.
Number between what? Is it a number or a letter?
I'm fixing to put it in chat. It's a number. I'm fixing to put it in chat. Whoa, hold on a minute.
That's all right. That's good.
Oh, wait
That's
a
all right.
minute. See, I did it again. All right, now 1 through 20. Y'all can go. That's all we're gonna get is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guesses.
Come on, guys. 87 proof set.
I can't chat.
You can't.
Oh yeah, okay. Well, there's no winner yet. Okay, the number's not in there, so go
Clinton.
again.
Clinton,
Right.
is that a hot dog or a number one?
Hot dog.
David's got to take a number 2. Everybody's picking. There's a lot of numbers coming up now.
Okay, nobody still has it. Okay, one more guess. If nobody gets it, we're gonna pick the number that's closest to it without going over.
All right.
Okay, go again.
Good luck, everybody.
Okay, well, I don't see no more numbers coming up. I guess that's everybody that's gonna guess. Okay, and Monkey King Metals has it. He didn't have it exactly, but he's the closest one without going over. So Monkey King Metals, send Value Hunter an email. I'm pretty sure you have it.
You may not. I don't know if Monkey King and I have ever transacted. So send me an email with your address, Monkey King, and I will get it shipped out to you. Congratulations.
And that is your email at the bottom of your screen, correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, it is.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going through some boxes of coins. Boy, and I dug up a bunch of good old memories from years back. I have to break out some flips and start flipping a bunch of silver. I got a little bag right here. That's from a grab bag from Saca Plata.
Oh,
Saca
cool.
Plata.
All silver in there, huh?
All silver in here.
That's cool. That is
Well,
cool.
except for a wheat penny. That's a 1918, the year my dad was born. I think he threw that in there for extra. I got a barber dime, a 1911 Denver, $7 dime.
Wow.
Kind of a semi-key date. I got a half mark Deutsch, 1905, silver in there. I got a Republic of Colombia, 19. I forget what that said. 18, wait, let me 1800. Let's see what that is.
Yeah,
Oh,
Kalon,
1911.
Kalonic Silver. Yeah. Yeah, I'd like to meet you too. Sorry, I can't post in chat. So.
Oh, Clinton's a good guy.
Yeah, Cyclonic Silver. His name's Clinton. I emailed you, OG, with his email attached so that you guys can just go back and forth on email.
Oh, great. Yeah, I just took my readers off and now I can't see anything.
It's like
I'm
nearsighted. I wear the far away glasses, and you know, I can't read up close without taking them off. I have the same problem, but it adjusts it the other way.
Yeah, I can see. Yeah, I can see a fly on the top of a mountain, on top of a tree, in the middle of nowhere. But when it comes to right up next to me, like I have the biggest phone in the world, and my arm has to be all the way out, and I can barely read it. Another 6 inches, and yeah, I'm gonna have to, you get a bigger phone, but they don't make them any bigger. So I started with what is it, 1.5 readers, quickly moved to 2.5, and thought I don't need these readers until I looked down at my hands, and I thought, you have so many wrinkles on your hands in my 50s. And that's when I realized I couldn't see very well. And now I'm 3.5. The 3.5s, I can really start seeing stuff. But when it comes to engraving, I have to use the ×10. But you're only 2 inches away from stuff when you're looking at it.
Why don't you use one of these?
Yep, my OptiVisor.
That's cool. That's a
times
common visor to jewelry making and coin collecting.
Yep, and electronic circuit boards.
That's right, electronic.
Everything now, in fact. Oh yeah, the scope. Let me break out that scope and get it, show it to you.
Cool. Yeah, I got an OptiVisor at ×10. I got a ×5, a 3.5, and a 2.5. And then after that, I'm going to need the microscope for really detailed engraving. I'm excited. I want to see this scope.
Okay, this is the lens for it. That's a hunk of junk of lens right there now.
Wait a minute. So there's like a holder that goes in and then it connects?
Yeah, well, the holder, you see the flange right here?
Yeah.
All around. Okay, this drops into a 50 millimeter holder. Okay, and right here, this cap comes off. That's the top. This is the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
And I still haven't got my 0.5 wide angle lens at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're about $15 or something. I need to get that. And I don't have the boom arm yet. Now, this is the camera that goes on top. See, Frank has got this same setup. Here's the camera. It's 48 megapixels. So let me present myself.
Wait a minute, 48 megapixel?
Yep.
That's crazy. I think the zoom I'm using is like 8 megapixel.
2K, 4K, and this screws on top, right here.
Oh.
That screws on top, and that holder goes in there, and then your wires, depends on which one. Here's your monitor wire, HDMI, or go right here
or
with
hot
your
wire. Yep.
Which your B,
Wire wire.
Your type B right here, which is a printer cable wire. It's type B though.
Yeah.
And here's the power, or I can go with the B to the regular A USB. You know, the regular flat USB.
Yeah.
to this, and this will give it the
Convert it.
power. Yeah, because this is 12 volts, but all it needs is 5 volts from here. So, and all of that drops into a holder, and then when it's on that arm, I can move this anywhere I want, up, down, this way, and I can zoom in on coins. Most of this for coins and circuit boards.
Wait, what does it sit on? What does it sit on that moves around so that it's not just on?
Oh, this thing sits in a holder that's attached to an articulating arm, a boom arm.
Wow.
And that attaches to the wall.
Oh, wow. Dude, I can't wait to see.
Yeah, how much was that whole get up? The camera and the lens.
The camera was 85 and the lens is 45.
Wow.
See,
Yeah,
Coin Dragon, he's got the $250 AM scope, okay, which he's got the trinocular scope with the eyepieces. Okay, he's got the 2 eyepieces stereo. Then he has the camera and lens, you know, in the right behind there in that one head unit.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's more expensive because he's got the trinocular, okay? And that all that fits into a 70 millimeter holder. But he has the articulating arm, which that's the most expensive thing out of it. But I'm getting mine from a dentist, hopefully. When you go to a dentist, if there's a light hanging from the ceiling, that's almost exactly the same arm as what you buy for the Amscope. Because it can go anywhere, anyway, and that light's heavy. Or the tool tray he has with all the drills that's attached to the chair, bolted to the chair, that arm that he moves around, up, down, toward you, away from you, that's a more heavy-duty articulating boom arm.
Wow. Yeah,
So, I'm getting mine for free.
Yeah, I need to get the camera though. If you could, Cajun, is there any way you could email me the model numbers of that of that actual camera and that lens?
I'll email you where I got it from. Yeah, I got it from AliExpress, and it's Eakins, which it's an Amscope with an Eakins name on it.
Okay.
And I got it from the Eakins store, but I'll send you that that one. And now, like I said, I don't have the 0.5 wide angle lens for the bottom, so I'm gonna have to hold my scope up to get away from the work a little bit, which is fine because I'm soldering under there anyway, you know, and I need room to solder. Or hot air reflow with my hot air station. And all that stuff's microscopic now in circuit boards. That's why you need that.
Is that what you've done for Cajun?
Yeah, I'm an electronics technician. I did that for 20 years plus. And I'm getting back into it now in the last couple of years.
You'd be good at doing jewelry. You know, you're soldering, but you're using a torch. And it's micro. And now the laser welders, the plasma welders. I really want this $10,000 plasma welder for doing jewelry because I don't have to heat up the entire piece and get all that what's it called? You know, all the soot stuff.
Yeah. Oh, you talking about the new laser welder they got for 10 grand? The laser welder. Okay.
Yeah, I want that. And then there's a plasma welder, and they're made out of they started about $2 grand and they go up to about 10 plus, and they're made in Utah. And you can do stainless, you can do copper, you can do silver, you can do gold, you can do all kinds of stuff. So
that laser welder, you got to have a certain booth around you too, because you don't want that laser getting out anywhere.
Yeah, slice your eyebrows off at least.
You look at it, you're blind for life. I mean, there's no repairing that. Unless you got bad eyes and you look at it and it fixes your eyes, like LASIK, you know.
Self-LASIK repair.
I wouldn't attempt that though. Acetylene air torch, yeah. Acetylene and oxygen combined? No, you can use cyclonic silver. Sandy uses an acetylene air torch. It's crazy.
That's what I use.
Yeah. Now, do you use acetylene and oxygen or just acetylene?
I just use acetylene, and then the air comes out of the, it's just drawn out of the room.
Right. How do you baffle on the end of it?
Yeah, I don't have a separate oxygen tank. There's those torches too, and then there's propane torches that also use air, and I kind of like setup.
Atmospheric, yeah. Like, what about map gas? It doesn't get hot enough. Map gas is hot.
Yep, I've got a map gas torch too.
Yeah, the yellow bottles.
Yep. Yeah, I just use a Home Depot torch, and that's when I do big stuff where I need to heat the whole thing and not in a specific area, but for bending the cuffs and stuff, I'll just get on there with the map gas, or if I need to melt down some stuff, I'll do that.
No, I would never be good at jewelry because it takes a lot of expensive equipment to do that. Like you were saying, the diamond saws earlier and such as. So yeah, that's expensive. You got a lot of money invested into equipment. I can tell that.
Yeah, I kind of like to do it the right way the first time, but
I bet you that little gauge you got, gauge you got is $100 at least.
Yep. That I wanted to spring a little on myself, so I've got another one like that for doing angles too. And
with the right tools, I've got I've got 4 soldering devices, 5 actually, counting the hot air rework station, and I've got a Kisker, some people call them KSGER, T12 soldering station. That's got a full menu on it. It uses the 32-bit processing chip. So I got a full menu on that. Go to sleep, whatever, calibrate on different tips. The T12 tips. I got a Heiko 936 soldering iron. I've got another Kisker, that's a portable soldering iron. And that little sucker keeps up with the T12. And it's works on 12 volts. So 6 amps. It never drew 6 amps yet. It only drew 2 amps. And I'm hitting some heavy ground plane on power supply boards for TV. Heavy ground planes that disperses the heat, soaks the heat up from the tip. And this little sucker just keeps on going and keeps melting. Keeps on going. That little thing there. And they ain't but like $24. They don't sell right now. They were like $30. But Taster sent me that to do a review on it, a video review, and I did. And I kept, I get to keep the iron.
Oh, nice.
Hey. But it takes a 12-volt battery, like for an RC plane. A little, I forget the styles of battery they call them.
I fly RC stuff too. I build lots.
Okay, you know the battery packs I'm talking about then.
Yep.
With the DIN plugs, the DIN connectors. Okay. Yeah, you just take one of those, put a DIN connector on the end of a C-type, cable, charging cable. See, you cut the USB type A end off, hook that to a DIN connector, plug that into your battery, and boom, your soldering iron's ready to go. It's portable.
How many milliamp battery are you using?
I'm using my laboratory power supply. I just set it for 12 volts at 6 amps, which they say is the maximum draw. I haven't seen it draw but 2 amps yet, 2.5 amps, and that was on a heavy ground plane. I don't think that thing will draw 6 amps. It doesn't need to.
Yeah.
I can give it as many amps as I want. I can give it 11 amps with my lab power supply. I can give it 31 volts and 11 amps. That's a lot of wattage. That's a lot of amps. That's a lot. 1 amp a half amp will kill you, you know.
Oh,
And
I was
just
looking.
think of 11 amp.
Clint was asking what I was using for tools. I believe. Let's see. Let me scroll up. Let's see. I use a Cab King. I have a couple Cab Kings. Let's see. I just sold one of them, actually. My old one. Let's see. Yep. He says he's using acetylene air. Yep, atmosphere. That's good. Yeah. I have 4 empty tanks. That's funny. Yeah. Where do I go? I go to the welding supply to fill mine up. Cabin machine. Yeah. Yep. I use a Cab King machine. They are pricey, but my buddy Jim, he provides all the school, UNM in Taos, New Mexico, their jewelry school. My friend used to run that jewelry school. And I got to know Jim, and I buy mine directly from Jim. But yeah, I think they were $1,250. I think they're $1,400 now for the 6-inch. There we go. I think I got all the questions. Some guy named Value Hunter just sent me an invoice. David Carlisle said.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I got him already. I was typing them in the chat while you guys were chatting away.
Okay. Yeah, I'm really slow on the chat. I'm still trying to make sure mic's on my camera and
Yeah. You'll get it. You'll get it, OG. You get on one of these things, you have fun your first time, you actually enjoy it, you get to meet a bunch of cool people, and the next thing you know, you'll be buying cameras and you'll be getting 2 screens going, and it gets kind of nuts after you find the community here that I've found anyway, and I know that Cajun has a lot of really good people that we've known for years and years and years. It's just really cool.
If anybody's ever in Santa Fe and go to a Cajun restaurant, and the guy that owns it's named Tony, Italian guy at that, owns a Cajun restaurant. Tell him Boudreaux said hello. I miss that guy. When I was in Tucson, he had a restaurant over there, and I put crawfish etouffee on the menu. It was my recipe, so when you put it on the menu, it's Boudreaux's crawfish etouffee, authentic Cajun, which I am. I was in Tucson for a couple of years. My work brought me over there. And that guy wanted me to quit my job at $1,600 a month, and that was just base salary. That's not including other side, and all my medical was all paid for. That's what I was clearing, and plus all the fringe benefits that I had with metals, scrapping metals. These guys, we're doing medical office buildings at high schools, and a lot of that was steel, heavy steel, girder steel, heavy stuff. And they was just throwing that back in my truck. I'd go to the scrap yard, I'd weigh myself, take a magnet, boom, that's $300 in my pocket right there, and I do that twice a week. So anyway, I was the boss man over there, and somebody told me about this Cajun restaurant called the Prince Quarter. And so I got to meet Tony and all that, and he wanted me to quit my job and run a kitchen at a restaurant in Santa Fe. And I'm like, no. Yeah, French benefits. Yeah, French fries, French bread. Yeah, French bread for poor boy bread. Yeah, because I'm a poor boy.
Yeah, you could have been a different man. You could have been twice the man that you are today, like 350 pounds.
Yeah. No, I eat, and I can't get over 180. And I'm 176, 177 right now. You know, after my hospital stint in September, I finally packed all that weight back on. Missy's cooking. Mrs. Good Cajun Cooking does that. So, but anyway, his coolers went out at the restaurant in Tucson, and all of a sudden the doors were closed. I went there one day, and I lost contact with it. And then the economy dropped. This is back in 08, 09. And y'all know what happened back then.
Yeah.
So I got laid off, and there was, I mean, all our bid awards that we had got, we had plenty of work. They was just on hold, you know, for the economy to come back. And I got laid off, and I said, well, I got some unemployment. I'm going back to Louisiana, at least on vacation, to see what they got. I come back here, and it's like it's the crash never affected South Louisiana at all. So I got a job offer, and I stayed here, and then my health got to me, and boom. So been married going on 11 years now. But I've been here longer than that.
Yeah, Val and I rode that wave. Those were those were some hard days.
Tough. Yeah,
Especially
tough.
especially in your area and the West over there. That was, you know, it's the crash.
I just drove through. Speaking of Santa Fe, sorry to cut you off, Cajun. I was just saying back to your Santa Fe, story. I got a first time through. Well, not first time, but this summer, a month ago or so, went through Santa Fe or north of Santa Fe, and there's a place in New Mexico. And I'm trying to think of the name of. It's a burger joint that's only in New Mexico. It's like a fast food burger.
Whataburger.
No, it's not Whataburger. We got those in Texas.
No, Blake's Whataburger.
Yes, it's Blake's. It's Blake's. And the first night in there, I have never had this, but I got a buddy from Albuquerque that kept telling me there's this thing that you have to get. It's like a barbecue type of thing with spices, right? And so we're driving through, so we go to Blake's because it was the only place open this night. We didn't know it. Go through Blake's, and there's these egg burritos with this carne
asada.
Nope, not carne asada.
No.
I've had carne asada my whole life, growing up in the Southwest. But this is special to New Mexico. It's called carne adobada. Carne adobada. And I had never had it before. And I get this burrito, gave my wife a bite of it. We're stopping at every Blake's we could find on the way through New Mexico to order those burritos the rest of the trip. It's unbelievable. And wow. I mean, it's probably not even the best carne adobada that you can buy. There's probably other good places. I mean, it's fast food. Man, is that stuff delicious. I don't know if you've ever had that, but if you get to Santa Fe, don't just stop into the Cajun place and tell them that Boudreaux sent you, but stop over at Blake's and get some carne adobada burrito. It's good stuff.
Now what you talking about, I got a friend of mine. He's in the barbecue community. His name's Yes I Can Barbecue. He's been in a few of my live streams. His name's Simon. Got a big white beard, short hair on top, big guy in a wheelchair. But you would never know he's in a wheelchair. He doesn't show it. But anyway, he made, not long ago, he's got a video that chicken abobado, whatever you call it. He's got a full, chicken that with that name you said. And I watched the video. I said, man, I got to make that. That looks so good. All the flavors in there, man.
Yeah, chicken adobada, carne adobada. Yeah, Blake's Blake's was sold. It was owned by a family from Albuquerque, and it got sold to a big corporation. So it isn't as good as it used to be. But all the locals, we get that burrito, and then we get the green chili hamburger, which is amazing. And
now, what's the name of it? Blake's what?
Blake's Lotta Burger, like not Whataburger, but Lotta Burger.
Oh, Lotta, Lotta.
Yeah, and it's like a picture of kind of like a big stick man, like red, white, and blue.
Okay.
But yeah, that place was. Yeah, I grew up eating there as a kid, and yeah, I go through Santa Fe a lot. If you want,
it was good.
Yeah, if you want the best huevos rancheros you have ever had, and Oso's has good stuff in Phoenix, but man, it can't beat the Frontier restaurant right across from the university on Central in New Mexico. Like hands down, the best. Yeah, like it's great, and it's just swimming. And then there's green chili stew that you can just grab a scoopful as much as you want and load it up on top of there. So, and it's pork with potato and green chili. And my folks and my family, they've been growing green chili for whatever 500 years on that Spanish land grant, and he just quit growing it. Now he grows hay. He just grows enough chili for the family.
Right. What's he growing? Alfalfa hay, probably.
Yeah, for all the race horses and all the show horses in the area.
Dry climate, alfalfa does well.
Yeah, well, shoot, fellas, I haven't had a cigarette in like hours now, and my kid's getting ready to come home.
Well, thank you, OG. We got to do our sign-offs, Cajun. He's getting ready to jump.
Okay. Yeah.
What's that?
Well, OG, you want to say goodbye to everybody?
What'd you say, OG?
Sure. Yeah, hey guys, it was really nice to meet everyone. I mean, I can't name all the cool people I've met on here so far, but I look forward to getting to know you guys better. I'll get some emails out. We'll get some conversations going, and man, through people, that's how the world works. Most important people in my life are the people that are in front of me. That's what I believe. So, Val, thank you so much. You changed my life. This was an awesome experience. I had no idea that I've never been able to hop on a live auction or a live stream anything. So I'm computer. I don't even want to say the word, but up here I live in Idaho, so whatever. Yeah, I'm just not good at it. So thanks, guys, and thanks, Cajun, for hosting and welcoming me.
All right, not a problem, man. Anytime. All right, Val, you want to do yours?
Yeah, it was. Well, look, it was awesome to be back in the YouTube community after a hiatus here, and I'm going to try to get myself back in here more often and frequently. I love all the common faces, new folks. Jungle Bob, sorry we missed you too, but CJ, Clinton, David, Joe Sharp, OG joining us for the first time. It was great. You guys showed the love to a good long-term friend of mine. Mama T showed up. I know it's Rafe. There's a lot of people on Anna. Yeah,
Big
Robert
T,
Pintoff,
Rafe,
Henry. Yeah, it was a lot of just good old, Monkey King. Congrats on the win. And just a lot of folks in here. And Cajun, thank you so much for hosting this and throwing the idea out and sending an email. It was great to see everybody again. And I miss you all. And I got, labels printed and stuff going out. And I will see you guys again on the next one. And I will leave the coolest outro on the YouTube community to the guy that's speaking next.
All right. Well, I appreciate it, Bayou, that you did show up. And OG Vaquero, appreciate you coming up. Joe Sharp, if you're listening, you too. CJ, good seeing you again. Saw you last week for the first time in a long time, but it was good seeing you last week. You and Coin Dragon and Loose Coins, Eric, So everybody in the chat, yeah, Mr. Henry too. I see Mr. Henry all the time in the mornings with Miss Ida Herring on the coffee call in the morning at the She Shop studio.
And Miss Paula?
Yeah, Miss Paula. Yeah, I see her all the time, every morning almost. So, all right, everybody. I'm gonna do my my goodbyes right here, and that's it. And y'all know the routine. It's good being north of the grass. Y'all stay safe. Be that way. Be that way. Stay safe. And as always, love, peace, and crackling grease. Catch y'all later. A blue time. Later in French. A blue time.
Puta.
All right, have fun, guys. We'll get those orders out lickety split. Have a good one, and thanks again, guys. See you, Val. See you, Cajun.
Thanks, OG. All right.
All right. Later, guys.